Adichebi amukwa makaranta Saturdays amukwa makaranta ba your papa ba hachi ena no ane de bia in the 1 week ni de bia na odufo na friend de dida be na obeba ti ni papa bedu be sisi ya ti wodu ye na ye no ye 18 na nyina ye nom ye ti ye nom ye na me da fam ho ne papa nso akodem na ono nso akoyi ni laptop abesi wo a oboni game nti mi ndanu mu anda di afami ti mi da wa na ma wo sani sister pani di mirkaba ma me say sorry akumi ishmel me say ishmel ben wo say ishmel let me see dey bi so da ho no mu bo game o see dey bi o yakum no dem bi mu bra na me bepu ye me ko on sa so mo mpeni me ko on sa so mo mpeni te area boys na edi free police fo na aje edi ne ko ye me hu ye ti me stand me nim ni asi ba inimini abba
Akra Messiah Council so say Juvenile Act no also mo fin because abofra 15 years etimi enya sa adwini say yenkukum obi na wo hwe ekwan a o mafa so to the extent that one person who prove phone or my year so see finally on my classic say I was so book and pass over my sir acting I was so with because Obia to me a hint act nature or their Gibboni because 15 years one choir 4 years 4 years no papa away a free person about Obia to me dinner. Sa act no so edi some money na ko akofu ti sa act no o say embranim for no almost transfer no more first act because the same offense no mo nyina e committee but the next act no say o say ye dey no ko juvenile court na e kokoma no sentence I the same offense o no e so mo dey ye kakama em fa abofra no emba bi but at least Ishmael baby or dey bia na ni age e san say ya punish the offenders nti sanso na so ya ni ati say ya omo punish omo but e ba de on back to say ye be sha e wo be on ye nkwada bi e su process adwi we ye sika ntemu asi kuku ni pa ni kan ko to review pa ni ade ne be ba wo me se nkwada ni se kuku ye nyire no nsi ade ye yakoko ne bo bia ye esese yakoko de ma wa asase su bia ansa na yakoko be frɛ wo no nsa be ka ene se uba awofo ho nso awofo nyire wo na woni ma wani ko wo ba ho obepi no ma ya ese ohu be bia wo ba ne de woko ne nanfofo no ndo ni udi agro nyina ese wo nso no awofo no wani bi akire se de be ya se wani bi akire sa kwada no anwadan uba na dan kokura no se ya kwada bonia na se fie no fi no kwada bonia obepi etu uba no ko se de ndi agro nko se fie na
then you are going to cost it. And I will put us a Asu-B Kasipa. That's the way Asu-B Kasipa. And as some of you have been saying, if they were one year, one year could be a good you. There's a lot of them in the system. A first society, so no society, you have to do maybe asset. And what they're when I say, one if you advert in TV so. One if you TV so. And in 1 year, license be a TV station, no, at the end of 1 year. Say, yeah, no one could advert in TV so. And can be big, and for so on say, one in what you say. If I dear Baconsoa, you may name you. It's a right idea, some day to Ghana say. Or conform now, or walk a one menace, a menacino. And if you want to post it for you, look in you. Because we can't catch them, say, or friend, and in the number. That was it, post it for you, most 1 year will be all. I have somewhere happy. I have somewhere happy. It is a wood here, cried in the assembly. Also, 1 year happy. I was sending a normal day, a call.
I don't mean some mamma watching more quaba. Me just say be able dear. Ejebo asemi baby eduru na ebusua no emse bufuo kra ya ba ye kone ye trash da enra ebra na busua te court dem ho na ye fi ase jury members ne kra reta koba ye no den na ekoso ewo mutirim ma me fa mfi ase o
that's it in chance on koma or a tier for no avefo no kwenya me ni na Neding, but now ye bumpire say and run out or to the other. I said down no more cat and round, maybe be a crack run near bumpire say, Biambi to try judge, you know, and now cotton and nemuna or 1 time to answer that. Neding, but the Yamias said, Bianso, to me for every year.
I say me bia na obi ni min kaya busuafo yaw. Ubetimi aboye mu kakra edem potin ene siye eye 3rd April 2021.
Ni esi ani say Ghana mo pray me opati Ismail Abdallah Mensa bebi a ote e wo Kasoa Coca-Cola ni nadamfo efi eben Meja, I don't know my phone bia or Nimami bibin man of cry or prince of Bia Madame for Mekobate almost say omu pesita. Mexicanos or mopeno, and also modi Nipa and a sika 5,000 esoso. And Sana almost to me, I Yankuma Diano, Amo. Na encombra na nipa no omo ahwehwa omo nyanti na tse akweye se Ismail na eben omo nto no so na obetumi ayusu eti sano Ismail na eben omo na de ya wo mu nyina fra ne se Ismail adamfo yi said the midi kanka woni Ismail eneko eneba it is one who adu obi aye na advert no apiki number na frɛ no nipa no ama akwankyɛ sɛ na wɔsɛ wo ya wo de woni abusia ni bi wo abusia wo nua no mo bi wa krapo maame owo ye na nkyɛ ye be 6 months bi plan sana sa issue yi ba ni Ismail maame kra tumi etoto nneema ekoma the bread, woman is on fanfare about branding. The other thing now, the one of our na Ishmael and our Capafano. And some no Julia and Siso, but said there was winning now, seven a long process may cater me take you through up to time issue you see a reprimand that the other boy. But they are question Yempa and so but in a long short of the story and then say omokum ye wo pass ni so mo di kwa jisika and I think so amfa and the areas here no court court from Kasoa District Magistrate Court have happened now ya journey cases no finally the Bakaleshi District Magistrate Court or also so on be computer or how if you ho and about Accra High Court no so ye DHs and ye be panel juries or china ye panel juries and also cobra sa kakran na finally o ma be panel juries no so mo be panel wie and we say ne ba o china we nyim adichi a we say stories sa na akwaba na finally na me ya aduma enra asem ni nyina omubu a omukumpo a ye di aba awiye
Ejabensa enra court dem wo hwe akwala ketewa no eye 15 years na enra mia mehwe na wantimi ampagya ne timpo na uhu ni se eye nuhu anafe na wahu no se da bia adui die se medin semfo
ono mimi hu se wanu nuhu but nuhu no akachi esan se obi a oye wadanfo na odidi ma obi di na se wako hu advert na bibi say kura na wako kacha wadanfo no not mumfa Ishmael wo na kura won poka na wo say wo ka say da bi Ishmael de yentumi emfa no wahu but want me anyesa na waku na wi na fe no wanu ana man you so say wo ka say omukọ Kaneshi district magistrate court ono a pay mu ka say we nyo omo first time na omakum opinfo bi da so be kaya
me kai pa
witness
me kai pa
the witness ni resist asem we wo court am defense lawyers and I judge ni boku here because evidence bia e di ho ti obi a wotumi akum opinfo I mean opinfo e o makum obi nim bebi omode body no koto ye obi nim ni a omode abofra na wo yem no ni yem no obi nim ni a yefunu no no obi nim ni a omode ye and the whole body na I mean obi to me nche this omo and e betumi a kire abi potin a omode body no ne abofra na o che yefunu no no omode ye up to now and obi sa no say enra we are to so bienu na say wanu no ho a me hu say eyanu
say enu but enra pani no eye Nicholas Kenny no enra pagya ne nsa wo court dem ho e ka asem bi kire court no menim say ne o kan no wote ya na eye onwanwa se monko fresh mo se ne samma yo se ne sunsumo na monko bisa no sa asem no ho kan na eye onwanwa kakra den na o ka kire busuan
asama me in fact o kan sa e wo court o pie ya no so o san ba be kan the same thing e chere abuja na brand ya piefi court dem ho but ne o kan nyina ensiso I mean after najum e kan kakra after najum kan kakra the o kan nyina ensiso you go fresh mail no e wo hefa the payments ni e fa akwakọ fresh mail so dim kwa ya fa so different Samaya, Uncle one chair, near Fasakwan support, and cooperation, the Bisana. In any case, are they would you to more police ID headquarters say, would they abab on the barco? Now, the baby at no, at that subsequent months, years, what denies until once I will provide you to I judge in the Praka, where you to the abandon up on the barco. Automatically, walk out until Nyokikan and the Fakwem.
Ebusuan, what is the way forward? Say Ishmael Mensa Abdallah, Meka Ebusuan, Monya justice na Mopeno, Eddie Amana na.
Nyamiadum, you better Nyamiat is also Yanya justice, Eddie Amana, but yes, what say Yadia. 100 years, Ishmael on Baba to you, but Yanya justice, Amana, baby order, and then baby order Pia. Onwana munu ne kra atoniam na de ewo mu say wa koso mess amabusia no wa koso eka amabusia no over 180,000
wow
eka ama abusia no eka ya be fast way bitia to the extent say me maame aton pa fofo Toyota Pontiac 2019 wa ton fofo 20,000 anka odi ye di so e kana no but ni nyina nko nti justice ne de ya nyama no ba wa hwere ya de wa koso ye abofra na wu wa san o ma san cha e ka so asa to abusia no so nti kaka ye betimi aka no
Mr. Mensa minim semoni aposifo na ye adwuma o wasem bia be kache aposifo o wasem bia court no be kache Ghana for den na yensua emfamfirim so ba tan ya ene wa hwere wa de
Near minimum said, no, oh, mammy, that will make sure say, Nema, so one man you know, Baku, the bar at an intent, he said, I'm right in the Kayan, and Tanawada. But to say, at time, TV, any social media, and more friendly in Abofra, I won't, and then the crowd, when you how you use phone. And to social media, not afa mofrano ndomu bibia omukocha free social media ye culture no ya to ye culture atu egu ama ye sua abrofo culture nia edi say ye beye no eno ne ye import foreign culture e di aba Ghana ha mofrano omuafa. I mean, don't forget to say where omuka say oye juvenile kai say wa onwa na confess aka say omokumo penfo bi da. They say juvenile issues no rise too much. Was some penfo di omunasis from wo komwa wo maximum 3 years. Tibia age no ye apela and a bit me the way you account. But even 4 years no ko ko papra wa say wa the other. It is the juvenile issues no say rise e bi ne say and rock me say two juveniles to be
nkwala mienu before 14 years emaba mienu
14 years ayi your friend say e bi so de car ekunkum amanfo when nyina chi wo be kwa ba no say ye fine wo mo guilty a ye be kan say oye juvenile nti ye mfa no ko juvenile court ye nko sentence no o konso a what them a 3 years and 4 years. It is a juvenile act, no, I was so bushy 24 ethnic, no more exercise and brand, because so opinion will be a committee the same offense. Now you more be life imprisonment. Now you say juvenile act in no, act no, as heavy will be on over court by 3 years. Meanwhile, what say what ye? A woman so the panel or qua on baby, but what say what ye? It is a juvenile act, no, a 724, branding for no one traffic. Meaning, lawyer Martin Pegunumu, and almost champion is our act, no, almost sorry, no one she said, juvenile act, not to say, a woman so the panel or qua on baby, but what say what ye? It is a juvenile act, no, a 724, branding for no one traffic. Meaning, lawyer Martin Pegunumu, and almost champion is our act, no, almost sorry, no, a woman so the panel or qua on baby, but what say what ye? It is a juvenile act, no, a 724, branding for no one traffic. Meaning, lawyer Martin Pegunumu, and almost champion is our act, no, almost sorry, no one she said, juvenile act, not to say, juvenile indiscipline. A woman so the panel or qua on baby, but what say what ye? It is a juvenile act, no, a 724, branding for no one traffic. Meaning, lawyer Martin.
Rush Hour with Rashad.
Mo assets na kusi se mo anya bi o.
Rush Hour insense buffet etrawa no musio.
Sawe no montage na afa se.
Rush Hour. Rush Hour. We Rush Hour.
Abusafo yema obi bia kwa baba GhPage TV mejiri se adom ne ahweye nti no obi bia enwo ye abuja atrase ye bedin komo ye bebon komo ye beten komo ye begin chechiremu ye begie nyina ye babididi ye ho komo kakra eti obi antrase mo obi anko ba bia I believe say sabre wo hweme a wo hweme GhPage TV wo YouTube ara GhPage News e wo Facebook e mo bia na busia me mo akwa ba me atrase she video no ma wonu ebinya bi ka kire mo se Rasha Obredru se ye trase di nkomo eti enko ba bia ye be mo opportunity am offer adjoin conversation and also the ensem wo ye be mo adjoin conversation ye be read comment eti trase ne anyina ye nsuasu ade ye mo Ghana na Ghana emfa no to mapa infra am ko mi na be makwaba Asu-B
El Supremo
Asu-B
International Supremo
Asu-B
Supremo number 1
kwa kuna what say
na me adum Supremo mo here pa
ye the radius
Yes.
ye the radius ye the radius ya trance
yes
say share and Friday and holiday
debut
and then your holiday on
Debbie.
I know people some say
yeah,
and
next holiday I think say be you Farmers Day, right?
Farmers first Friday of December, right? It's the first Friday of December.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Eti abuja for yatanse ye bedi nkomo. Kwaku my first topic am pese di nkomo. And then commando so. Eti be call it your guest beba which is your prophet baba kan.
Yes,
ama ye di nkomo kakra. And ye bedi nkomo afa eye enkram mienu a omani tra omani nton. Omukoko yi omunu madam for keto omuni ni di agro efri wiase because omo say omo de kwako pesika. Ye bedi nkomo. What is the lessons? What have we learned so far? And what are we doing to make sure say the future occurrence ebin CBM? Ye bedi nkomo ye wie no akwaku. Oliver, our best friend.
Yeah.
Obefi. Na obe granting interviews wo kansem. Ye bedi di no so nkomo. Ye free one ma ye yewra opemso yewra domahene. Cheda edna no beto omo sensem wakasa. Ebisi anya omo de ebisi se wakasa yie. Ne nyina no ye beji adwenkyere wo ho. Kwaku Oko London ya chebo ye Ghana for bia ya jeli mienu ye dwane ye bedi nkomo omon sensem no ha adwen kakra the Ghanaian image no ya ye problem ye bedi no nkomo na afi ye wia ye bebo wura warefom kakra ene de nkomo ho etimo obi anko bia kwaku mencha won ma menko questions ne topics no so
Okay.
Sharp so abrantie ye friend no emrantie mienu I think that was in 2021. The exact month was a year, if I remember correctly. I think it was in September.
Okay.
Let me get it. April. That day was a Saturday. April 3rd, 2021. Ghana phone cabin shame. Yet one year say, hey, BBS, our Kasoa your mind. Kasoa Lamte Mills. BBS, Adenya. Yes, say Accra or what 10 years. 10 years. Your friend no Ishmael Abdullahi Abrantie no yakuno yes na kwa ketukete sade hifo na kwakudi akora we yawuza no eno mo se Ishmael Afrim yenko duidui mo hwem a Abrantie mienu ye fra ba ko Felix Nyako ena ye fra ba ko Nicholas Kini Samrantie mienu ena adisa awudisemi Omebo movie dey show mo time I chi omo no at the time I chi omo no Nicholas was 18 years
Okay.
and Felix was 15 years kwago age no take note of it well now
years and
15 years
yes.
That was when the incident happened in 2021 ye chi omo no time ya de omo call them no they admitted say omadinse hunu Nicholas ne no was still away twintwan omo de call court kra no ti say bibia away twintwan Nicholas say omonye hwe
On
epenyin no and Felix ebe blow cover say o eno kre Nicholas na fa chire de we ni kra hwe ni tirim na ni mu problem ni nyina ne say omo de kwako piska Felix ye popu so no so ye popu ye ni chire omo no and Felix be chire mu so omo kroma kumpepemfo bi pen na ye hu de no ekosi ye Ishmael maame e chire mu say Saturday bia me ba ko makaranta oko Islamic studies but that particular Saturday no ne papa si wo obafie enti wo se wo ede ne papa ni ho but the weekend na wa friend papa san na ne papa se wo mate wo the Saturday me ba fie eti makaranta no kra onyanko otifie etwen ho eti o bicycle ketwa no obetena so fie ni wo wato didi agro twen ne papa o honum na eye ni Felix edi Nicholas be friend no de no ko wura da moto bi mu e de se buo sa ba na ne team pay eku akora no adanya yenkotie ma konfo baabi shekaso mantamu ho ena se so munye treba ye obetimanya obetima iskadura mo na akora 15 years we iskadura yeden 18 years we iskadura yeden kwaku mekasi ya kwache konfo ba no I remember the story very well ema konfo ba no control the statement che mu se woni mo baabi a eyedimbo ene ye ebo no wonde onye hwe menim the issue ni kosi because akoye Ghana asem ya anti the kosi ye biem se man bill no that was it kwaku from 2021 ye didim story we thought na say wonte ho asem biem near the year reference mo kan nkora bi no mkoku obi wo kaso near the year reference kasa say na police for ntwi o mani the prosecutor is still going to court oboda so deal with the issue finally enra ye ka bi shame judgment ne ba ya eye maame judge oyoba
Okay.
What's na case in so an asthma becanyina and say Nicolas Jenoka, Nicolas say, Omunkobusa Ishmael, Omunko Factory, Abushafon Kobusa Ishmael, Nipa Cropoti Okuno. Was your child was what he can't make his own now. But he said was he in Kobusa. Now, judge generation and Niabia nothing shows. Be beyond say what Nunu was at your hair. That was a judgment about one thing. Judgment about and he said, I had Nicholas currently or 21 years. He actually 18 years. She said 21 years. Uncle them for the rest of his life. You're sentencing to life. And can him run and say yes, some run and say Kwakunanka hanging.
Yeah.
Because judge in state here say ideally for the crime or no. He was supposed to be sentenced to execution, direct killing. But a nam says, "Amran, ya appeals alone. And just say no, uncle them for the rest of his life." And a year Felix so. Felix, your children know what saying.
Or no, 15.
Say over 18 years.
Yes.
However, when the crime was committed, he was a minor.
A minor, yes.
Because at that time we were 18 or adults. It's a minor no. And I judge and say. He had a juvenile court because when he committed a crime, he committed the crime as a minor.
Yes. Not
juvenile court in Kodina Sem. Kwaku, Diabedruno. No. There was a reporter in court, or the BBN Chichimunamae, Yankoshe, Enkuti report number. Yeba, Yebedin Kobakakra, Ebedin Kobo.
On Facebook, 102.9. Ebeka Fisherman and Sape Penny, and a Kasoa Coca-Cola, Yanti Assembly or Nina and Palanke. Now, at that time, Bakon, I was 15 years, and a Bakon, I was 18 years. The Rebecca said a juvenile and a young offender. Now, 3 years in a seminar, Aquaba, Nebra, a real grass, Semno, Rebecca said the verdict, never ban here, to a shedda, and that. And a jebu, a ja, and Yababidu. And we are prone to break us here, but only see a Mitchell Musa court no, a co break kakra, as or Jenna home here now, or penny for Betna court on the pa, the best uncle Nasana, yet the verdict number. No crap. What's a more for Lydia or say Marfo? A court of appeal judge, sitting with additional responsibility as a high court judge. Ebe summon up we and the jury members, Nina, a call, a sorry call by. Omobaya, possible. And we are cut up by the Omokan and say, Aqualaketua Ishmael Mensa Abdallah, Nipa Bonfobi, and Qualamia, New Year, Margin so Bekunu. Now, woman, the Naka Jessica drew a brown TV station, court no, I find it in Qualamia now guilty. You did kind of one thing, share a dunum. It sounds as a missing and know what them fish dunum. Now, all your juvenile, court to say, High Court way any jurisdiction, any to me, and say, will pronounce a judgment, so, and as a verdict, so. The young father was here or opposed to Pokukum, because he said, juvenile court in the Bay Crado, Naya the Nako near the Nasoche Aman. Nemum, and Vishami and Serchum, me a 70 no one fish here, a doom watch 18 years in a year, and yet Nicholas Kenino, and the court to say, a 70 no one fish here, do watch it. The same and no Caso fish, Makoma Quadu Bako. Uncle de Fiaste. Name Quandeni na we no court in him say, a Yamrafo frona yasano, and Brafo frona ye usuno, and India. Na Emma 70 and I am Radada and the Woho, and Radada and Chesan can court the Becca and say, and found Manco son a minute. Now won't move yet at the first I see so. Now so Brafo frono, and there ye Juma, as also common life imprisonment. A branch you kuma, I say, and a when you finish ya, a drunubaku, a fear muno. Court say Uncle de Fiasen, name quite na a yara hosem, a bushana chess and a crack, or modician or mepu, now so, or Mujisa or Mobo at home.
Ama inti ye chat one na atmosphere or court what to say ma pronouncement na say judgment no.
Possible a fear no pie a jenkwala mi no ni bedu ye ketwa no woman no 15 years akwala ndo no from the one I channel and no can say ane ye mienu ene ye kan ye tibom se be kwa koku Ishmael Mensa Abdallah then na kwaji sikedru and akwala na ntimi ampejanity and unhu se ni show and na pram na peni no woman no break kakra be mo apen no frame se memra ni edi nkobo me call your catch me say me nkanje Ishmael Mensa Abdallah na busuafo se omo nkofra kwala ni sunsun anasa ne saman no mu misa ne se e de na ye no why you kunu and then the court man akwenya kra say On Kasa no or repeat that some krona in the public court say ebusuafo no nko bisa say why you kunu mo ban nti na wo the court na some kind say abrante we die ase enungo pa die we nu ne ho na ebusua no kro ni nyame ani say ye ka say arehwo pa die a ene na me hu bi e wo court dem na say Ismail Mensa Abdallah ne papa nkasa ode ne ba jase kwasa ati so oba court dem ni nuanom ne papa nkumanom ene abusua mu ni nyina ene obi aye ti lemu to say amusieye o me besu esu a na nya sam ketwa akola no ketwa no wo ni ko no anle ma me so e ba ya wonu so wo su sa dia konti beta se ene de na e yare ko throughout the day if you no pa no nkono me no ka say no mi ensampa mu e no mi ensampa mu ni echi afei e na ye wi a ni nyina ne se nkwala mbienu a yesu se wo mu ko Ismail Mensa Abdallah e wo kasoa no yesi ba ko nkode fiase ne nkwa na nyina na ketwa no wo mu ye mfa ne nko juvenile court mfisha mi ensa abruso anenan na ye de ama no wo eno mi ensampa mu ni echi afei e na ye wi a ni nyina ne se nkwala mbienu a yesu se wo mu ko Ismail Mensa Abdallah e wo kasoa no yesi ba ko nkode fiase ne nkwa na nyina na ketwa no wo mu
abusafo na de abedru no brantie na you see the wheels of justice move slowly but surely served sadete ye nim say issue by obi adwen say akwakoye one day wonder but in the end justice has been served. Kwaku
Supremo
abusafo no raise concern be
okay
almost say the law should take another look at the juvenile law na ehun asem no ye hwenka na ye because obitimi commit crime that crime no he committed a crime a serious crime he needs to be tried as an adult but enam say na age ni no na people are hiding behind it yes. For example abrante insemi juvenile law no say
juvenile law no Supremo yen starting free
okay
determination of the age of a juvenile nana.
Okay, start to free your money.
David Beboyan.
The Juvenile Act, no.
Okay, so meaning they were ready. Said the baby never boom. Under no circumstances shall a juvenile court try offenses committed by a person who has attained the age of 18.
Okay.
These persons are not juveniles and can only be tried under the Criminal and Other Offences, that is the Procedure Act 1960 Act 30, where it appears to the juvenile court that a person brought before it has attained the age of 18. The court must decline to hear the matter and discharge accordingly.
Very good. This particular one, people are having issues with it, say, Akrano committed a crime as 15 years, but he wasn't presented to the juvenile court at the age of 15.
Okay.
Now it's 18. The law, the Juvenile Act, and the same, under no conception, a juvenile court try offenses committed by a person who has attained the age of 18.
Yes.
You see, my name is confusion. We not the same confusion.
But the whole can say.
Yes, you committed the crime at the age of 15. And you know the Procedures Act, you know, Philly say there be or said the juvenile court because at the time he was committed a crime, he was 15 years.
Okay.
It's you have juvenile court, but Emerald Act, you know, so no juvenile act, as we say, sitting judge or juvenile court, a crime bro 18 years, and you can say when we didn't ask him. Since a crime bro 18 years.
Okay.
Do you see where my confusion is?
Yeah, I get it.
So does it mean say, or the judge is going to assume so 15 years one in a daily and
so no be assume say crime na happen and no 15 years in that time na some moment in here that's what you need asem no any age or was
and I said the age the American what you say.
Okay.
For Nicholas there he was of age at the time of the offense.
Yes, on still a friend young offender 18 years or
what did I mention say but when the yes, under no circumstances. That was the exact way to use it. Was it under no circumstances
shall a juvenile court try offenses committed by a person who has attained the age of 18?
What did I mention? I say,
okay.
We a lawyer now. Now, I clarify on my because I feel say, in as much as he committed a crime at 15 years, he is not being presented to the court at the age of 18. It's a brand here, no one san fan I court on a munina sem na yen queen. Kwaku
Supremo.
Obi a trouble say if somebody's tried at as a juvenile.
Okay.
Sentence the man is saying.
Okay, so Supremo sentence the man on copy 13 of the act.
Page 13 of the act.
Page 13 of the act, Dave. Nafe yen
I am there.
Okay, all right. 13. You better 13 or 14 and so into mini can free 13.
Okay.
So punishment of a juvenile offender.
Okay.
No juvenile can be sentenced to death, imprisonment, or detained in an adult prison.
Okay.
The previous conviction of a juvenile before the age of 18 is not to be considered in the sentencing and punishment of the juvenile.
The previous conviction of a juvenile before the age of 18
yes,
is not to be considered in sentencing punishment of the juvenile.
Mamenko 14 hono.
Okay.
Now duration of detention. Baby ana yeka ba we no.
Okay.
The duration of every detention order shall be as follows.
Okay.
A. 3 months for a juvenile offender under the age of 16 years.
So under the age of 16 years, you man 3 months. Okay.
B. 6 months for a juvenile offender of or above 16 years, but less than 18 years of age.
Or if he is between the age of 16 and 18, you man 6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
C. 24 months for young offenders of or above the age of 18 years.
18 say
18 years.
18
and that's a crab abatoso.
What quiet 2 years?
24 months, that is 2 years, yes.
Okay.
Or D. 3 years for a serious offense.
Tiabranti, if he's tried as a juvenile, which is Felix now, that means what kosura ya many years I 3 years.
Yes.
No about you see.
Because on only day you bet me I say a serious offense. Yes.
3 years.
3 years.
And abusia for nedwano.
Aha, a hono no mujina no.
Abusia for nedwano. Say the people no kukumobi. Na bako for the rest of his life. Omo feel say esma baby obi ana bobe toni abusia no enya justice. Baba ko no kan wo a admit say ono ya admit aye ne ku ne ku bi kura pen no. Sa wono no de mo so onko dem 3 years pe because at the time of committing a crime no, he was 15 years. Irrespective of the fact say when you're 18 years now. Kwako na busa for nedwano.
Ahona busa for nedwano Supremo na first of all yankoso ana yemfa yakọ ene shedding yemfa ma Ishmael abusua for enye is in fa momo. I think that 3 years. Obi beka say nanu ya 3 years. But ade chi ade sen nyina no omu da so di areho. Especially age ana Ishmael no 10 years, right? 10 years. Say ene nana ne papa ohun abofra bia o around the age. Niembe no beka say me ben tinka say obekon kra no ne classmate ana no more class just as on omadwe school. Ebia ohun omu bia obeka say nka me be da so ha na me nana da so ha. It's very very unfortunate to Supremo. Na said the city justice no and one some can only do baby because justice delayed.
Justice denied.
The do baby and answer no tia. Obi beka say na say san we dey atoyere nchem kese esi dey na too obvious. So obvious say we dey na nka wasan ka partial. Your court
na edi kwasen ka
say. Okay. So obi betima resist because evidence no ho bibia ho nti den kwa na betima drag case bi say ya for 3 solid years yes ano kra na afi ama enkofo eya oni ifri nkofo but still na no so na nunti nso na omo ye nimdefo a omo work out omo nso nim say de omo say no but then Supremo most importantly o hwe enyoma ekoso a sa case we see ade say na cases na da so see o
da so see
nkofo omukum nkofo a edi ewu okaya recently papa bi a na ye bought tape bi a offer into the studios of Adom FM and wakase nkofo bi fa na de ne ko sino side ho ba bi ma omu to form this open full so bi she okay
me kai na say men kai bi njiro
yes
kwakuda no meti wono anwumre be ten
yes
akwado do obenim no
okay
wudi onim no pa na wa frame oframe me ai onemi won komo
okay
na o video bi a woton na am see the video video no esofo panyini bi okroma no ma odi ewu na awudie no video no owo a wo chire na me say sa eti ka me 5 million na me frame manager bi say chama pa 50,000 fanya
e hojo so juma ya wo ye yi wa le 50 years battery
obi enu okodi ewu a okra it is a wusu video dem so na koye
Oni na koye.
And I'm saying I don't know why I'm found Congo Jiska. Oh, say me rushing out. Obehu or man watch them and I'm saying massa.
And to wo for him ko jena nipa kro no wo ahochere bia o ma wo mo honcho.
Mo someone say phone we cry baby cry was come police for chew.
Yes.
I said come police for me chew. Cause who would the video and I would na mudi pesca.
Ah de no hu se so for kro ne kwa koye de okoye ntu timete 10 na akunya video ni 3D. Enya bibia. Enti no supreme hard but then it comes back to okay na lawyer no ka say judge no cry reading no say she's not really satisfied with the normal akoso no mu so she dan satisfied because nipa na nkra no bo ni din say ono na se nkra no mfetire ni mre no no
sa konfo ba no
ono ni issue akosi sen
me hu de akwakosi omoma ne be oni ente
yes because ono so claim say on car henche nkra no and it comes down to the police omo ko check the records
report about bontin say yes wo kaso de hunu omo I remember
it's all kaso de hunu omo so no. Yeah,
so there was a lot of reports.
Because I'm quite desperate to say, person muku be there. No can. We just say Yahuna. Yakofaba bit me, and the fetcher in Kuku bin Fanembra. We just say Yahuna.
Because imagine what form.
Yeah, imagine what form. It's all crying, say they can't show. But then I think so almost check on records. No one say, BBN, whoever be see. Ebia nominee didn't come 1-on-1. Nana telephone conversation be him. Sananka bibisa omu at least nkombe ma track it.
Yeah.
E dia babe. But supreme dey na this anoma we nyina ba.
So
if you see how we say nkranketo at this age, na ye ni abre say chinchina wo say nyeska.
Aya na eye niema na ye hu no.
Niema na ye hu no.
The reality of the matter is it's going to get worse.
Yes.
It's really going to get worse. It's I keep telling parents say yemi en nkoye ma no. Yemi en nkoye ma no because the things you're seeing on TV and koma ekoso dia omote no sika no na brain na makwe yeni apulu o waje control wanye sika na enkranity every child aspires to be probably you know
like that, yes.
It's one and effect it what I say radio TV edrumre bi na sa TV no multi TV no akonfo 90%.
No mafizo
Omuda so
and so say wo national way communication then omunyina ho mo hwe de ekoso
omunyina de bia na illuminati
advert bata ne gugu so ye hu ni nyina
cause nkran so mo hwe multi TV
yes ono mo hu ye ono mo fa number no
no mo free
so mo free no so card o be kan trom but then supreme said na wo kan o me no ya adwene say yempe kwan bia emra no I think say it's about time.
Because
it's about time because across 15 years or why adwene say ku bi e benya ska de adwene buru 15 adwene buru 15 adwene nti enkosi da ben ana nkofo benya sa adwene no we say eye 18-year-old you be kumka no din birthday nche means na nko no so 17 years kono so escape ya no
kono so escape so no nya ni birthday
kono so escape kono so escape ya no enti na the first so 15 na wetima adwene duru sa level no what say we na fair did you born kwa echi 15 years omu nkwa efa so kunipa ni ejai sa say it say no kwa the west yeah and 3 years no supreme say no ntifie na no court no is it 3 years we twa wi ana say in case say you better obeko for 3 years
that is where the problem is. The law takes that into consideration as well. Say who spend that long time in prisoner. The law takes into consideration
because we no mama tena fie so no mu free e na no mo enti no so what 3 years in from 2021 2024 e dey be consider bet market about 1 year
na lenient to bet mama the best 6 months cry
because what twa more na supreme there be I think say it's about time. We need to look at it. Fine. Ebi aye nyina at fault. Say yen hwe ya ya masa anoma ni nyina akoso but asem bi nso na kokko bi asem bi puno. It is say na abe national conversation say aye nyina ya dwena akoso no. Kantempa na
ya ye bi.
Dey say ya fa ho yen fa ho.
Because a hard dream. And there be make parents there you can do the best you can. Me back to me ni tifi. There be no Saturday kra won tifi. Saturday be your classes. And I was in a paper ba. It's not the me twa me papa nko ba bia na motimi abefra no kone de na kwa kwasho de bibia ko boni tirima ko no and
also Americans wo kun bi da o true e almost mo kun opemfo bi now e ho no so problem kakra o supreme enkwa we mienu etimo kun opemfo da na say yentima anya investigation enhu a
ha ya amfa ni serious
e ha adwen o e either say your report is say opemfo na yira no yentima anya investigation ehunu no da say yahunu wa ha say ne body da ha na say ne body da ha anasa saying anasa your report ye no ye hu say open for no order ha but omo mu ku no no ne hu because nkura we omo ni say intelligence na so mbetime ku obi akata ewuo no so
they won't be able to
yes,
do that.
It's, you know, I think that's an investigation no ko ya ankasa meda yeni meda ye keto but person try say meda be say they also get me hu akire ntem yetimi hu akire ntem because omo tena se plan no ya no no ya obre
we are professionals.
yes ya no no ya obre but we mu dia na ya teta wo ha dia abo ya teta ye dey also at least get me hu ntem o
and crowd no honestly emra wo na se emra na amwa o se ka ho asem. Also there are some jurisdictions I know say in the US for example say we are adults we are minor. Now depending on the level of the offense now we're committing now you can be tried as an adult.
Okay, because why no no.
For example, first degree murder like this, you be tried. I know some jurisdiction be on trial as an adult. Now what trial you ever say you are 16 and one committed first degree murder.
Yes.
So life. Execution. To first 3 years, you know, you better go to juvenile. Unya 18 and transfer with you about maximum security or not. Bibi what was so. I feel say we take a look at it, Kwaku. Because I wish I found the omu they have every right.
And also what the audacity to tell them say omunko you won it say one no.
No. Unse from there from beginning why Felix o many brain one day Felix there yes sungu court what is sungu we see the trust sungu Felix so ma me o no sungu ono there unse on no sir it's
tono sontem
but penyin no na atwintwan most of my team meaning the law no they actually have to do something.
Who feels like Yanko Famra and Asanka way and a firing squad and Asanka hanging behind.
Since the firing squad has been repealed. And then hanging has been repealed.
And no on President being ordinance Abashasi.
No
life imprisonment with no about Taraso. But Ubian ordinance Abashasi say Yankoya in a Mujaba Basho no
on Kubi. But Kwaku Amun Famra. But do you know say 18 via Christ, yes, I repeal another law.
Oh, sir.
I even wanted to tell you, Mammy Fansendo.
Okay.
What's the first all committee suicide? So committee suicide. Now you a criminal offense.
Yeah, criminal offense. So try so committee a criminal.
I say you know, Oma decriminalize suicide attempt.
Samum.
Yes. I think
so. Try so
any offense. Oma say a mental problem. It's, you know, they have to treat it as such. May they Christopher. Okay, may that send away. Yes. Was a decriminalization of attempted suicide in Ghana on the 18th of October 2020, which is just a few days ago. And a babontin. I've been directed by the Honorable Lady Chief Justice to notify all circuit court judges and magistrates that attempted suicide has been decriminalized by the Criminal Offences Amendment Act 2023. She has further directed me to inform you that with the amendment of Section 57 of the Criminal Offence Act 1950, Act 29, and Section 95 of the Mental Health Act 2012, Act by Act 1092, persons who attempt suicide are no longer liable for prosecution or conviction. Second court judges and magistrates are to take note for compliance. Please accept the compliment of the Honorable Lady Chief Justice, where Justice Pamela Cranton, one a Judicial Secretary, a Lady Chief Justice.
So my first question,
for
this offense,
they will not be released. But that is the first one. And two, I don't think anybody is serving a term for being a for attempting suicide. I am it is there, but we are not actually applying it.
Sir.
Yes. Meaning some medical societies then no more fighting this law. Say if anybody attempts any suicide, most of them are depressed, most of them are going through some mental problem. It's moon treating as a mental sickness.
Okay, Supreme, then I have another question.
Yeah.
Abranti, Nicholas, right? 18-year-old. 18, no? Nicholas, right?
Yeah.
Sir, is in on Wayne. Anna, do Okoye, abon for some Okoye. Yeah. Or ye, no, a ton of Sunan Kuno.
Okay.
Nko oku no ho no ya che no.
Okay.
Nti say no se ya che na ono no sa no. Ye beka say mental situation. Nti yen hwe no ni nya na.
Mental situation anka e ma okodi sa abone no.
Say the first nko oku no ho no de.
Just or adwene mu how. Unya lawyer we good or you can argue it.
Ninti nkofo hide behind that dey infa nya nyoma de.
Unya lawyer we good he can argue it.
Say ade no kwa na nya nani no de ye because we na na nko
ko ne ho. He was under something. He has mental breakdown or something. And you know, maybe our pros and cons into no.
Yeah, it drew hard. He has a best president.
Hey, this one.
This one. Oh, but
it's one of the news about Bonte currently.
Supreme, but back to Crown come on. Yeah. Said the Biana can own a certain Biano. No matter say the situation city of standard of living in city of Yankan Quadan matter home. Yanu Munim come, Yamo Moon said they are Brabonimusem city. Yeah. Any so or more pre-quadrant no more money. Some common yen some common Ufiana because in Cray, I don't medical ye be that. Uncle says almost try second one day. Meaning say a new common one near bones and Cray. I say I don't want
to parents, they be a in this age, you know. Parents were Asu-B. Parents were Asu-B because first of all, and fun to him say it's going to continue to get worse. So I'm going to motives are conform social media. It is always going to be somewhere. Is it quite a conformity signboard?
Yes.
Kwaku, so Obanya 15 years, Obanya 10 years, he's supposed to know also starting said the me papa finance a city.
Okay.
What did I mention? You are supposed to set your child down. Me pay way the mint to my own. Say miniska, if a child gets everything he requests every time, he will assume that it's always there. If we don't, you're incomplete into our daily life. MYO say I'm fireman brabo your life, it's always going to be because he's an alien to an adult lifestyle. Every time yes, but there are some name be on my yaman cranny.
Okay.
Ukwa say Juma make us say you are a mechanic. A toda and crano holiday fanako you more.
Okay.
What the car say way feeling to you get your money through hard work. Now every day my back. Obu say the baby some papa biano or the mameno. He might begin to assume say sikapekra anything. Because who say brother.
Yes.
By any time I want, you are able to provide for me. We a carpenter. Sometimes we could do my man metro. Not chi no heavy. Who office be accepted that. Sometimes we move from pass it through your way. Let your children know how you get money. Or who say, oh, my parents are getting money through hard work. Oh, you know. Preso kwa baby one thing. Kwa we say the name of metro ma mebochi aso ni echi. Oba afia no obi anchesi quick money.
Yes.
You oba afia no obi anya na yinso kwa koton cooking. Oba afia no hu se obi akase okwa kokun obi. Oba afia no hu se obi kwa kohwie obi ade.
Yes.
Oba afia no hu se obi bo obi apo.
Yes.
It's why would you going to do that?
Yes.
But your man krane alien to how we get money, kwa first ye adwuma, kwa first get finances are. And Krano will assume things for us. So when the void has to be filled. It will one day fantasies ever filled it.
Yes.
So that's how it is.
The other day, Michelle Chinese documentary, I somehow okay na actually margin akoso.
Yeah.
Na teacher ni no Nkrana bus school no. And now was that a pet documentary about the normal Chinese person or sorry or and normal way.
Yeah.
Things say hard labor. And what funny no they are trying and kwadana at their age 6, 7. Omo more say this is what your parents go through every morning. Omo de mobile school adwuma omo kokoye nie nti no monfa respect mom monti ase se ubusa na de no ka so oni bia ti ase so oni bi because obre no wanya and at that age no ma start orient nkra na mo hu se men force nkonko fa de ni se wunya nti asem na kana twema adwuna koso pepe
it is ya man hu se whatever we get giving them yam fan form. Yama man for who say mama typically with everyday basic example. Who just obi wa brechira obi adwin so uska.
Yes.
So because of what Brochire do 1 week. Now we say this kind of Amabia. We just said it's more. Do you know where the problem is? First, for them, they can't Brochire. They painted some kind of picture to one Africa in Ghana. Say, hey, Brochire, the Obaya, it's that perception is still in our mind. But say, you know, as well be, Obiet me to coin. O kona catch up the Charlie and not for my dreams. Well, you see where the problem is. What dreams are because the moment can call you know, I painted some picture. I put the Odru Yabe, a Jumabu, Sikabu. You understand where it is? But Edding Pa. But they didn't tell us the truth.
Okay.
It's Obioanomono. That picture has been painted. The Otira crowd in a 23 movie. It is a say, no. Owako. What was I didn't more day? Oh, me pay $1,000 I had. Also, young butter. It's more than you see where it is. If you don't let people know what the truth is, they will always assume the negative ones. Say, oh, it's in it. Oh, it's in it. It's in it here. It's at a time we decided that we need to be an agent on one thing. And I have a problem with Yoko.
Okay.
What is Yoko doing about this? Emrantian and Maya, who are spending lavishly. What are they doing about it?
No, so next way, I'm saying, say, are they doing enough? Say, or maybe shed the source of for wealth will Kruma say how legal and for Juma and other stuff.
I bet one of the biggest problem with Kruma. Who's the manager for Kote? Is it EFCC or something? Ghana for you will be Yoko. Yoko Juma say Sika. And can economic crime, organized crime, yeah. I can mention a lot of boys are they are living lavish.
Yes.
Some cars. A bit because of Chama made them bury us in Jumada. Live back.
Yes.
But you knew Jumada.
Ultimately, you so one phone for 3 months. Ultimately, drive the same car for 6 months. Or call clubber. One top the big crown.
The 10,000 or so to go.
Yes.
Those boys, Yoko, that is your work. Say, yeah, I can say, I'm found. These are some of the results.
Yes.
A crown was away because will be this guy. I am a corner.
Yes.
It's in the tribunal.
Yes.
Oh, Matisse, say, a scat, Obama,
yes. And in Chronomus, don't
assume, say, yeah, man,
you cannot assume that a crowd or 12 years and now 11 years, even 8, 7. The kind of question will be said, no. I didn't know who TV soon and he's paying attention to it. Yeah.
It's say, yeah, Yoko, for honestly, they are not doing their work well. I don't know.
For more.
For my Yoko, dear, you're not correct from.
Sir.
Because Ghana, you started flag you. Ghana has been flagged as one of the banner scamming Ghana. Yeah, Ghana first na Nigeria din yebo nkesi. Esi boy Ghana din.
So almost didn't say Ghana din say Nigeria for no so
Ghana. And I saying e kakra be ko ni.
Say ya digitalize bibia na the card na nyoma abanti.
I say Nigeria for be crack.
Ya na na atro so foreign.
What you say? Yoko for no should do their work well. Omu year, Emrantia now living life. Ye baby free no. They will start being questioned. They can attest to it.
Yes.
Say you can be invited to explain some things if you are spending way above your means.
Yes.
What you say? If you are spending way above your means, not say finding out. No, how is this person making money? Corona, we am Robana. Your SIA Twitter will start investigating you. By a party, I don't know. There was only a Juma Dana was spending the friend Chamai, or Dogu, Bossu, or Chamaya Ba. Oh, you see your problem, no. You're glorifying nonsense, Kruma. And nearly.
So that it a crackatoa 21 years, 20 years, bones or the Range Rover, bones or the Benson, Krumasi. On your Juma that said the worker, not the Range Rover, who crowds our bones, so dear goose. So, Nina, and I was say interested.
Oh, we have to be interested.
I was say you're very, very interested.
I was interested.
But I say, boys, and so some of the cast, Namana police for how more near their day.
Police for how more police for me, more they have a problem with it. Obeshiao,
yes.
Now, boys, you're done a benzim, broom. No, hey, now going, yo, charmer, yo, no, baby, my. It will could part the boota, what they call.
Okay.
You see what the problem is?
Yeah.
Sikajeni ya doso.
Sa say the same ka ba for mo.
Debi bi moje. Omoje pa.
Still.
Omoje.
Oh.
What do you say? Ba boss search.
Onje ba wi a won sa mo search.
Boss search. Ba amuntri mu no say boss search no so ontua. So now bomb search I waste my time we are them.
But I realize to say boys now mo nhyɛ dan adwuma bi adɔ mo de kwan bi so na nya sika na mo de totɔ sa aka no. Sa boys no omo so na ntwi ka pa omo ntwi ne ye okuma.
Omo so no adwuma papa bi na trim.
De bia na light is so
the bia boom the day sa.
Ana edentia like omo ntimi mba form. Wo no am fa kwan pa so na wo tɔ ade no. Etin ka relax na ye on hu yie. Tina ka nim netwi no. Ye no so asa a problem.
Ontimi because unse da bia me ka say escafo ma unso mbu ade pa.
Ha.
On obrefo ba. Obrefo because obrefo ba. Utin say papa we dey. Men kwa chire kra no ma me ma typical example. Ya papa adonko.
Yes.
O be unse adonko unse obreye pa.
Obreye pa.
Do breye. On obrefo ba. O tutu wakoto 100 million to agu no watch so da.
Papa ni Kennedy Japan try.
What try? What am I trying to say?
Yes.
Obia wo brenya sika bia hiska so yi.
Yeah.
A pure fact.
Yes.
Obia obreye no nya ni sika no. Omo manu true sika money away. Sika a spirit. Obi obeka cho say nya bia no kre money has power. Now power no it comes in two forms. If you don't control that power, that power will control you. Period.
Okay.
But okay. Say 1 minute na unya enti no. E wo also control. The pen the way. The pen the way. Na eduomo hwehwe on kwase ahwe. Na eduomo di nkwase asem. Sa na that is basically that's how it is. Eti mrantie no nya se time. Enya se time. But sikaro de ma hu se mu diska no fine. Is okay but said I'm more no the influence e bi mu ma. Na bia meka ye parents ye me ni nko ye ma hu yi. Because one tete obani you be better now.
So be mo ba kun so na person can me address e obe bo me aka ho asem. Celebrities, influencers, some from influencers no influence online, social media so. Ujiri so so influence was anyoma e ekoko because of the lifestyle and no more ye ni na.
Oh yes. A fact. Mama me kwachiri yam kom TikTok and Instagram.
TikTok what I say.
Do you know say a bedroom stage bia young girls no especially omo mu WSS no they feel say one mema dana biniska
a drusa
stage no the so-called influencers you see them living big you see them oh me ko Bahamas you could me ko Dubai there be an entire different or shenta for you want you more the tag out there and say oh I was scaffold sponsor no from the politicians Game Boys so it's on playing Game Boy tin kran feel say the only way I can also attain that status near say or some pebe mo behwe me oh adrusa
na adwenya answer me pebe ma ono ne
ma me policy me ho si hye ne marketing kete na TikTok ne Instagram e me ma behwe me e ho na me so me nyam shine. That is the stage maybe edru no
okay
they have huge influence. Obusa na me ambassador radio ambassador radio so mona mo pom che chele fam di to se keke na de me fa nyam ne ma ambassador di papa bay
sikasen anom de mamo
yet chroma na product ya no agidin bebrebe me money din obi ne yere so mo na be patch so form to so no nya billboard no kra mo na di o music aye billboard no. You understand?
But impia bonten
we can say no about catch us maje me sign $100,000. It's in crano feel say they are making money the right way. But now omo ye omo ne man nkra deceive nkra da nkra no
nkra na very desperate grab baby ni so mo
too much
ho
oba wo SS3 na wa mo ani ankɔ ne SS3 na onye wura tertiary
ya so one dey for omo ye adwuma no with you with class omo ye adwuma no with class tertiary one
kwa dey na ma hook up popular because of this social media influencers ndending na ma hook up popular
no correct
say nkra nyina to gusu ye hook up
omo nyina apps omo gusu sa
it's quite unfortunate Kwagu
Supremo
yebasa ba na we minim se mejo ba obekye na adwen
yes
but yenkwa yanim
okay
ye kwa yanim a na me pese me bowura Oliver Baka.
Lawyer.
Finally he's been granted.
Lawyer.
Yes.
Nam kasa nke bi on to abani bi.
Say na okra mpese obeto abani bi.
Me de no carry.
But no say den the presidential staff at the obenya nti no.
Provided someone winia. Ba umia winia. Provided say ba umia winia.
Debi mama.
No ba umia winia o man we bia.
Shakai.
Sa.
Oliver, we know where he's coming from.
Okay.
We all know. Say, was he not 2012? Was he not in Flagstaff House?
Yeah.
He was in Flagstaff as a presidential staff.
He used to Ralph.
Ralph so na.
Yes, Papa.
Then na be DMP now NDC. And na papa be MC ya NDC. To me na obi a interest. Obi a interest. Abrantie no, Yamane Bill.
Yes.
Na Obabonte no, he's narrating a lot of stories. With the one of your best friend. What say? Key no when twise or disrespect police phone. Now police phone dey kan. Mobile say meto o mo car no. Dey tell money 2 key no. Enyina ne say na ompeso beto car no. Ombeto o mo car ko. Secondly no, ohun say Ghana police abuse the law no say obeja key na menesi so. E na buru e shifu no so menu mienu na eto. Ti na wo say wo ye hu bibi. No two one amount. No so court so say ya born no to trend on the omade Nigeria ni US ni boy ya.
Yes.
Briefing the bon ye timi de kokom e si ne kon
Black Lives Matter guy no.
Na ne moje pram ne wi ne courses ni akwachichi ne sad na be shem. What narrated a lot of stories. He spoke with TV3, he spoke with Bolare on GH1.
Oh.
Let's watch the interviews. Yeba Abuja kwakwadamfo ye be kire na adwen.
Democracy Hub went out to protest illegal and unethical mining, resulted in 54 of you being arrested. What happened?
Okay, we're going for the jugular. I mean, it's something which I'm still reflecting. I think in many respects, trying to make sense of some of the incidents that have happened will take a while for us to be able to fully unpack. And I think that's a process that we as a nation must be willing to go through. Even for us at Democracy Hub, one of the things that we're going to be doing is petitioning Parliament for an inquiry to be conducted into the way in which the police conducted or misconducted themselves vis-a-vis young people who came up wanting to believe in our democracy. But the big thing is that one of the things that we have been saying consistently is that we have to be able to mobilize as many of civic-minded individuals, to be able to add a push to some of the big questions that are facing our democracy. There's none more urgent we consider today than the crisis of the environment, which has been provoked by irresponsible and illegal mining across the rural landscape of Ghana. Now, this is what we wanted to have a conversation on and draw the nation's attention on.
Right.
But mixed into that, there are also bigger other conversations. One, since last year's Occupy Jilobi House, Democracy Hub affairs the country have received at least 6 successive injunctions that have been placed on any attempt to protest. So it's a bigger question about the freedom of assembly and the ways in which the courts are being instrumentalized in order to cut that down or to restrict the scope for persons being able to protest. And we saw that happen again prior to this protest, that the police, even though they had been notified 3 months to the event, rushed to the courts a few days before the protest and came out saying that, again waving in the air an ex parte injunction that they supposedly obtained. Now, our position was clear. Even if, in fact, a legal ex parte injunction had been obtained, we were going to defy it. Because we wanted Ghanaians to pay attention to the ways in which insidiously the courts were being used to disarticulate constitutional rights. That's a big problem for us. But that's not even what happened. They went to court and obtained an ex parte injunction, which is unconstitutional to begin with, and unconstitutional orders must not even be respected.
I mean, why do you think that what the police did prior to the protest was unconstitutional?
So the courts have been clear that when you have been notified of a protest and you disagree as to whether or not the protest should go on, you both come before a judge. And then I explain to the judge why this protest is important and must happen on this date. And then you tell the court why you are not able to be able to ensure that the protest goes on. And the judge makes the decision in the interest of our democracy. But that's not what they did, and that's not what they've been doing consistently. They go to court, ex parte, meaning that without notice to us, and then go and inform a judge that for X, Y, these reasons, it is urgent, give us an order to stop them. And the courts have been clear that you cannot continue to do that, because that's the path we're trying to get away from. And in 1994, when the MPP went to court, to the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court said clearly, one of the ways in which our rights have been suppressed is this manner in which the police behave as if we live in a police state. And that it's transformed itself into we need permission. And that we don't want a permission regime.
Right.
We want a notification. You just tell the police and you go ahead.
The explanation the police had provided the public in one of their statements was that they were embarking on a three-day special operation.
In fact, that only came on the night before the event.
That's right.
So consistently, well, they first obtained the injunction. We were clear that this is illegal, and they knew it was unconstitutional. And then they issued another statement to the public that, oh, don't worry, the protest is going to go ahead, and everything is fine. We're going to provide security. Then the day prior, they invited us to a meeting where they said, we are not going to allow you to do it. But if you want to do it, here are 6 obscure locations. Go and be there instead. And we said we wanted to understand your reasons for how you came up with those locations. They said security, traffic, things like that. So we also retreated and said, okay, we are happy to provide you 6 alternative locations that meets the criteria that you have proposed. They said they were going to confer and get back to us. Later they got back and said, no, they're not going to allow that. So we understood that it had broken. We couldn't reach an agreement. So we're going to go back to what has already been notified to you 3 months prior. Then in the 9th prior, they come up and say, we are holding special operations in Accra and we are shutting down the entirety of the city.
You think it was a ploy? And
that's you see, for me, that's the bigger question in which is being left unsaid. The idea that the entirety of this country, and particularly residents of Accra, can accept unexplained special operations for 3 days, which coincidentally just coincides with when we are doing the protest. But the idea that you can reserve for yourself the power to lock down Accra, or short notice, without any explanation, without anybody calling you to order, without you feeling the need to justify to us, that in itself shows us the insidious nature in which police power is being exercised to undermine our democracy. That's the conversation that we need to have in its entirety.
Right. So what I said you were on the run?
Why were I going?
You didn't know. No, but after you
I was there at the protest.
Oh, really?
I was at the protest. Going where? I stayed there. Even when I took out the key, one of the commanders told, you could hear it on the video, tell them arrest him. And everybody was standing there. Everybody still was standing there. Nobody was making an arrest. I stood there and I gave interviews. Okay. Now, when I went into the cell, I stayed in the cell till throughout the period. Before I left, the cell was thinking about how do we draw attention to the problem people are facing in the cell, and decided that we would hold a hunger strike. This was on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those were the days. I came out on Monday. And a letter was sent to the police hierarchy. The media was informed that this was going on. So the police hierarchy rushed there on that Friday and inviting me that, oh, my bail has been granted, you should leave. And I said, oh, I'll leave on Monday. I told them. They came in so many times to try to get me to process my bail quickly and leave. And I said I was staying with the individuals who were there. So Friday they were seeing whether the hunger strike would hold. People in fact, the hunger strike was a solidarity of the haves with the have-nots. So when those whose families would come and bring food, said, take the food away. Throughout the Friday.
They rejected or
they asked them to take the food back, and they did. On Saturday morning, one of the inmates was they came with so many people, picked them up, took him to Insawan prisons. Now we had discussed this, and we had discussed that the only means the police would do was try to disperse those who are in the cells in different cells to break the hunger strike. So we were prepared for it. And when they took the individual out, we lined up, and as they were taking him out of the cell, we started clapping for him. And we started singing gospel songs. We sang gospel songs for about 30 minutes. In the cells? In the cells. And they took him away. After that, I took my book. I was mainly reading in the cell. I was lying down, and I was reading in the morning. And most people had gone back to bed, because this happened the individual was taken around 7 a.m. And most people sleep till like midday, but we woke everybody up because of what was happening. And then they went back to sleep. And I was lying there when about 2 hours after that, 6 individuals who were armed, there were 8 of them subsequently, but 6 entered the cell, opened the cell and entered. Then commanded everybody to go into a corner and asked me to come out. So I come out. Again, I'm expecting it because I know that they're deeply embarrassed by the conversation we are having. I come out, and then one of them says, where are your things? So I asked, what's happening? Why are you taking me? He repeats, why are your things? I repeat my question again. The next thing I know, I'm being strangled. And I was holding the chokehold like this. Yes, like this. Then the other person was stepping my feet. The other person was knocking me in the head.
They did that to you.
I'm saying this is
Police
in front
officers.
of. This is when you come out of the cell. This is the counter, just in front of the cell. And this goes on for about 15 minutes while they are permitting.
Were you struggling with them?
I'm trying to breathe. I am screaming. I can't breathe. And everybody in the cell is watching.
Have you reported this to the police? I mean,
they've issued a statement.
Hierarchy? Yes.
They've issued a statement that while I was being transferred to another cell, I sustained injuries in the course of it. Like injuries descended upon me in the course of it. Now, as this was happening, I am carried out. I'm wearing boxers.
You're tearing up now. Wow.
I am wearing boxers in the cell and a little white shirt. In fact, there's pictures of that and where it's blood stained. And I'm carried into this vehicle and it drives off. I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea. Nothing. And it just keeps driving. Eventually, we end up in Dansuman, Senate Flat Police Station. Then they open the cell and put me in there. And the cell was extremely dirty. There was a cell that it hadn't been occupied. And so I asked the commander there if I can get a broom to sweep there. And that's it. And then they brought a gentleman. And I was dripping. I was
blood.
I was dripping. This hand, I couldn't move it. So the guy comes in. So a gentleman comes. They bring a young guy coming.
I think you should let the IGP know of this because the police.
They issue a statement.
Maybe they don't know the full details.
They bring a gentleman in. They bring a gentleman in there to clean. So I said, I'd rather do it. So they give me the broom. I'll do it. I don't want you to be burdened by this in the state. So I take the broom for him. Now, I don't know who it is. I think it's one of the commanders who I could sense his discomfort through this. Because this thing was being led by the second in command at the Accra Regional Police Command. That's the 2IC. So I could sense one Mr. Nephew, also a police officer. I don't know then. He then suggested to them, yes.
Police station, okay.
So he is from regional.
Okay.
So the number of police officers that came there.
Mr. Nephew, is that his?
Yes.
Okay.
The number of police officers that came there, there were 2 vehicles. So all in all, about 10 to 12 led me there. So then they had a conversation and said they have to take him to the hospital. Now I'm telling you, I was surprised that they were taking me to the hospital. Honestly. So they bring me out of the cell as I'm sitting there. They decided, okay, there was a hospital nearby. So they took me to the hospital.
They took you to
They took me to the hospital there, where I was attended to. I was given a tetanus injection. Medication was written for me. I was bandaged and that. So as we were going, the number of police officers, I saw that people who had come onto the roadside. It's only now that I've come out that I saw that one of them took a picture of me in the vehicle, where my hand is bandaged. I have plasters on my finger. And then people then started talking about it. And then they issued a statement saying that in the course of being transported, I sustained injuries. But you see, this is one of the things I was saying. I understood when we were doing the hunger strike that the normal and humane thing would have been to say that these are human beings. Can we listen and have a conversation with them and address this problem? It didn't happen.
Kagu?
Supremo.
Obra.
Yes.
Obra kasa.
Yes.
Obra kansem.
Oliver.
Oliver bekasa. Oliver pruni minim. Also koye no. Ya brono. Because we declare say omo kume hunger strike. Ewo cells ho. Edunti be yin bi mo ko or try or the reading kwana wenye bone. At a time kwade police for 8. E brono hye na ni mu ane kon e choki na nkiye kuno. E ma moja pram na no. E no mo asa yeden. And then call hospital me call bandage no man no call one tetanus e wi na sade ne bai what can say be brave what can say be brave before that no manka tefo ne mo amohwe nyina say on the 28th December ye kwakoya adoye swem ye ko akoya adoye ko orphanage akoya adoye abusa ye ko eye de kan ye ko eye step by step e honum eye enkra down syndrome enkra deaf enkra just say they are pity, they need help. American for being a set up company no and on Ghana phone cry. I know day. Omuna ye konum ye kwako shem kra no akwako ye oma do ye nkrani hia nema nkrani hia nema nkrani ntimi nyo mo hwe omu hia moa ye kwako ye oma do ye ye free honum a ye beko eye Kind House.
Kikus, yes.
Kind House. And also orphanage phone cry. Oma form from the age of 6 ama hwe bi ama bi edu university omu nyina na so tifie wa ye kwa ko school ye omu so adoye abusafo ehia mo we can't do it alone but we want to do it Russia wa ye pese ye Russia wa ye be ye ama ye hye nipa animunyam ye be hye ama nipa hu se ye remfi bronya ba aho kere wo wiase ye remfi ye oni bie no ye kai omu nyina na ye be koso ayomu so adoye bronya wo betena fie no wabusua mo be die mo ni be je you have fun you will drink you go out but encourage omu need the opportunity to do that omu need that opportunity no they just going to be in the house omu be dindin sa reho sa oni bie fo nkra da no na ye afato ye ho se ye ene omu be di bronya no ye benya daje ne omu di bronya no a ye be ko ye omu ho ye be ko set up speakers ye ni omu be have fun ye mu be mu medidi ye mu ma no nsam enima omu hia those things they need ye be provide to tone ma kakra yeso ya ho de betimi no e de akwa komo mu we e ya de pa ye pese ekoye ya ho de ntimi kwago nipa bebira beboaye
yes
bia beboaye
yes
but ye bi kan wo ye ni beji ye bi kan wo ni je ne beba ebe broso ma ye kra ye ho atoye
sure
ye hiamwa ketwa bi ensa fa we no to so ma me fly no ketwa bi ensa kakra de man bia no meje kakra de man bia no meje na ma dawase se de waye no eso ani na efe kwaku anopa say do e kakra ba if you want to buy
Mr. Aite Bernard Aite
Mr. Bernard Aite
right say name
yes let me get it
yes,
right
Bernard
Mr. Bernard Aite
right yes
and the waye ma na eso yani na bi oyi free on nyame nhye ho ma nyame nhye ho ma yeda na sepa ena Linda Kwatin
yes
Linda Kwatin
ya tenen
kra no wo se enche betenen kra enche betenen kanti no Linda wo se da se bebre se wadwen ho so be sa adoye no nyame nhye o nhye bebre so hye bo se district de beti o monka emu nyina na ye hwe manim di crowd bia no ye se di owo don sem no de ma di odo be mai bia ne beji ye beda wase kwagu
Supremo
wo best friend
Oliver
I don't know police abuse wo best friends are
Supremo Oliver Samana men pese meka Oliver SMP na I didn't know all of a sudden I said they are Oliver a hero moving from one media house to the other granting interviews I say or try to justify what he did
was it no waste fuel that is one
it doesn't make sense to me
and a two not by force police for about to or car so they wanted to stop them was him boys in bit to pray na bi teto
na share videos ni ehun obi oteto prior ye hu force ana police e dey twe on vehicle bia ade bia police ye bia no over the period police the statements aba democracy hub on so the statements aba omo nsem nyina ya tete bia mu bia hwehwe bi ya tena se ya hwe nanka ye pe ba bia nki begina nanka etime defend Oliver ene ne nkofo but ye hwe ya nya ba bia de defend omo even with the mate you cray later yet ono so ne nsema ne wo mate omo nyina no mo nsema nye de obi mass omo asem na nye de oboy ya no obobo mu na nye de eno mo omo ye nyina
mate no tiem chobo
ai wo mate awo no mate asem hia o pa no mate asem hia o ka mate story afa ye ko chi mate be gira wa wo ye adwuma no wo ja be chobo
mate kan wo se
na
wo so ne master na ye adwuma wo ne master ne nam
ana ye dai
ena obudru hono no obudru area hono no ena na ma opai no hu se omushi jama eno be gina cho boy
mate
to hu ye na master e tuja no to di bi ke ko no mo che ne kan
obi adi malapas
that was unlawful
debate there no
na ese o ka chobo e crime
debate here
o ka chobo e meche
da bio na wo mate wo ko wo wasi wo ja o master just on master do na o master wo hwe so akwa so ko ana ejim na chobo yi just on na minimum bi o se o mo so de so o minimum pipa o na minimum bi ana chobo yi
o se chobo e gwanam kai
chobo na kai
because chobo keke
oh Supremo
guy of didn't call mass here go say go to punish the police for you my poor mass Kofi my poor mass
Supremo or the no kwaji ma fa no wa ni ma
ka but Oliver some now you can't defend it but no the police abuse in this way
so I don't stand for that what I say but then I am American saying I'm just trying to be careful because Ning sounds free Oliver Honeba. It's a more day, Mamma said Major Oliver credit.
Okasa when you knew.
Debbie. Oliver Menji Oliver and this hour.
So
Menji Oliver and the now right from day one. And no more Oliver ye on. So when your opportunity and tear the second side and answer the other side of the story. Obedient said Oliver King nine okay. But to say said was just a story no police for 8 in a year booming ye me say Supremo Menji Oliver ndi.
Oliver.
Then some no king na Menji Bako Crandy. Baku say. Menji Bako Crandy. And I feel say I don't know yen a swaka to you know. It's in waba on relax it. That's all other move be on from this time around. Or money legal.
Legal.
Yes, no one tries to go through one media house to the other. Tries to be justifying your money cost you and I don't know uncle Okoyeno. Why ye bibi we ya anka unkong and dear baby Okoyeno. And Samson conco ye hunger strike.
I was so quiet hunger strike.
I didn't buy. Oh, by now, what do you street and so? And I'll call ya anka hunger strike you baby.
Oliver is now so no who says he will never come and groom.
Until make us say, why is he moving from one place to the other? I say, who knows is us on the edge and Quanas on the hero no or no na eba abe lead demonstration. I'm a gun akuyi. As a son on no freely. But me who know the oil in the hour.
Or because of more antics no crack can be Nama Galamsi fighting a for now. Would you believe that?
Oh, Nina can be. So, man,
money, politicize the
politicize
the fight against Galamsi.
And right from the start, I want to near movie right from the start,
in as much as the simple say, in as much as they politicize the fight against Galamsi, you know, remanding them was too harsh. It was too much.
Okay.
Yes. Then they have voice stood there, but Oliver Che. Oliver remanded the who deserve it. You don't do that.
Anna a brono dear. I don't stand for it. No crescent na oh dear.
Or said Neko hospital we area ho kwachere no ko bandage no war on tetanus and he said the baby shame. That is what he's telling us. I believe that the police will
definitely
respond to
it. And the other side no after Obon say Mubaba be clear.
Obodin. Oliver made a mistake.
So there was an earlier way Okoka said no or the man police for no and then so say a different thing.
I say na Petru Shigu.
Before say action on.
Kwakuna say Petru na Shigu.
Na police Petru Shigu Oliver wife home by.
Dem say the sikaneto.
Sasai.
Nyem no taxi neto.
How? Ain't no see Supremo on am central anymore. That's a police case. Would you make do? You hope a branching in Jatan to board the room. What was it now?
Agencies
because you attacks.
So,
oh, I didn't know.
The old pen on Sabaka.
On Sabaka,
the old just
Oliver and 70 years.
Not to any so.
Not to many. So now, baby was ourselves or the free time on mama police who was on some demonstration. Time a police catcher almost say a quite new home to me faso.
Yeah,
our monster call back or mobile almost be proposed to new a police cars okay, they will consider. Later, Omokacho said there be a honors or Muntimin Faso. I hear stories.
They feel say, also according to Oliver, no, per the law, if you won't allow demonstration, no police can't say we do not allow you. You are mandated to just inform them. Say,
okay,
yeah, by demonstration. This is where honey befa. Now police force so at your security checks. I realize you can pass it, you can pass it. Or see they were more agree say on befa. And I journal. And I'm being informed, you almost say, baby, you're more qualified. They are doing some checks and they were security to okay, more for baby free.
So I know so my police and baby from person and police from Castle or more quaba or Mokoba no Castle Hono so or Muntimin and a cover problem in our buy. Instance, I no more revert back to or more earlier in a baby castle on Befana. It's a honor and no police need them no. To police na say ya ka some mom for her no mom dibim no matter the situation mom dibim
okay
because the demonstration there whichever way came so
kwa go be full lines na say be full lines no pesa akosia chia ni pa 1 2 3 bi mame na afe no ye ba ye na no na ye be full lines na ya je ye nuanom na ya dofo agen che especially on akora na omukunkum obi na yama bibe o ne den ye beje omadwen chire
but supreme minim quick one minim say akosia ba there but wadam for YouTube man warning no.
What's my debut?
Also warning to GhPage, especially Supremo.
Manding.
If also you guys must stop
the
games against Mahama. We will make sure.
Mahama bear. Idris
You make sure
Muhammad
you guys or your life. Supreme one wo too slow. Supreme one that make who you want so.
That chiakai. Ye be slow before be slow boja.
Sir. I don't know come asem.
Mama be. Jo mama. Akwaro no person be di ye so my nkana asem. Agosi a cherry na me no ye I will start to see a kasa we be kan kwa asem mama we go de kon asem.
My entire Zion View and Construction Services say oh honom na oh here renovation say painting and our tiles plasterboard installation now but me and Zion View edin komo or project be away say Italian graffiato and a wopa but me and no akasasa say anasa dina wopa to ni nano or more be a Thomas to send be any home roofing sheets no ayedada or say on for new roofing sheet and me good dinosaur me ban woodworks and nano but me and Zion View edin komo cameras na person install the numbers ego screen so bet me afre na no edi enkomom Jabe pub and restaurant in here ejuma 4 in here manager in here cleaner waiter and a chef what me no aduane and the important tipa na musa no aduane e dey here bar attendant and afin so no ye pe omomo e cleaning inti say adwuma ya boss wutumi ye wa ye bi pen wo hunim de na ye ni ya betumi afre Jabe pub and restaurant na ne omo edi nkomo location no ewe kropon ekwapem na so ebia na we chichi na wodwins e na me de me kwa hefa na meda ehe na metena adwuma de nka metumi aye enye problem accommodation e ka ho a ye de ema free se for wadwuma betuma form numbers e go screen so na ne Jabe pub and restaurant edin so ebia mo so wo ekropon ekwapem na opedua ne papa pedi eduane a ede wo bedi atemu de na wo kra ho aba ne ho so de a eye Jabe pub and restaurant say local dishes be to say fufuo ene bunabuno fufuo ni tilapia ewuramu nama salt ni na no mo bi e wo honom na afin so continental dishes no o me ni na bi noodles fried rice jollof fried yam shawarma potato salad ubenya bi e wo Jabe pub and restaurants to bet my from numbers no na mo edi enkomom Nova plaster ceiling systems upper plasterboard and accessories sabe to me from numbers no fresh gypsum connects and our pay we hear acoustic ceilings PVC wall panels we hear cement board any PP cementer on be more be at open host and as a retail benya bi ehwa baby I will be on bed delivery now sir to me I can be na obetima follow me on Instagram Nova plaster GH on my numbers and so ego screen so bet to me afre na mo edi enkomom so we contractor and as we construction work be no here sanema we be there a Nova plaster ceiling system. I don't say about ointment, about general body pains, me pacho pebida using a more ye pa, obo one honamu iron and red, honamu ayen ya, and pempe no titunia butcher phone in Msa 1 year Jumadeno Frejuma ba, na wa bread, ni koto dre, ni sisi, ne chica say, na bache, na post, be a ye biano, when I dance about ointment, ni be a bell born a ye pain no, and in marine in a free pedo, anytime biano, what him I active. Then yan where Juman Kwan, ye science it to me when I'm Ninsa says skin rashes, pimples, and a good skin, and you go compa pimples, and a call, but a dot black basis in a name, and a foot rot, and Nantama pro. I dance about ointment, it's a mini pa, until what you can now pay better call Eba Benya Be Honum, and I said www.drchanheba.com Benya Be Honso, or my numbers ego screener, so bet me a fray, na new mo eti and common. Me vac travel and toy in a carbom na Christmassy, ya could Dubai into me patchom. Wa would say man as I wash me when no family when no down for when no door for one kasa or better one join a bit to me and me vac I called Dubai na a bit on the 19th of December near return on the 26th of December a yeniji and quantity Christmas CD a Dubai nano ye me vac e kwa di honum na nyasa walk on relax keke do Miracle Garden Abu Dhabi City tour Dubai kronan kasa himf baby ani je wo biano ye de walk on kwa sepe wo ho scout betiano airport pickup e wo or return ticket e wo mu bi hotel obeda ni nyina no e ka ho pentre mu pa betima from numbers e go screen so na ne me vac travel and tour for Edinsa wo
agosi adase erase pa so we
na me ado me ho ye pa na so
na me ado so be san ba
o me san
obi timi musu asem ti do ba la so ana
mate
ye be di obi timi musu o da se bi ato anim ti no mebusa edruwa mebusa ko na mebo
supreme no
Kwaku
Supremo
ye be full line so
okay very important
ya ji concerning how we should deal with enkrani issue
yes
obeso kan eye Oliver de any biswa na wakamba and Cranny na most importantly
and most importantly or more Europe, America, other parts of the world.
How does it work there?
Yes, see how does it work there?
How does it work?
Because here pa na so everybody
na into 2 years kwa ko ni nyamaye no ye twen nyamaye no chada.
Okay.
Wow, this year chada.
Yes.
Wow, this year chada.
Yes.
Chada say. Dedi kan. Wakwasa do mahene. Kodo mahene won de achede kakra koma no.
Oh, beautiful.
Any man chance oh. Nana chada kasa nana bedi akon na friend say.
Yes, nana kwa bedi akon.
Nana kwa bedi akon. Kasa. And sorry ya. Nase mo kasa ya no say. But most important part of ne kasa mu no. To mahene. You respect you so much. Opem so tunfo. On say respecting so much. Ye bumumi enu nyina. Nti ntokwana sorry wo muntemu no. A mo kono ehame. Eti no bebe itimi a kantokwa no. Munya ntokwa no.
Okay.
Na e wo se me di mitituo na se mutwa miti free so kura me di mitimamo. Yeti bosi akono di nti age ache ma. Ti me di miti e kura ma mo se mutwa free so. Na asumdwie nya dan. Emra. Chada nsema odi akwakoto eye domahene nim. Domahene so kasai. Wase ono krade ekoso ne hano pa na wasate dwen ho se bibia de asumdwie beba. Ena wakase chada esi wo hu se chada a nice manner. Adwen papa oni trim. Na eya se constitution se ahemfo nya politics. Na se nke makwa ma ahemfo se nya politics a enkwade support nyina be ma chada. O nana so kasai. Yenko TV videos number.
Tumfuo and osagefo. Edim yenu ameboyi. Emu odupa. Na mu nyina so ya ahemfo. Se nyankopon ni nhira mama ka ahemfa mo ntira nkonwa na motimu no. Enso bibinti ena ma BBC. Me ba ha ensa me de ba ye no. Me de ba be pataw na mesrew na me ka kire otumfuo nso. Na masre no se entokwa bia na eba mamuno me nana kwa me bedi ako me se elimiti apetowa mamumienu yelimumienu boma mo chefa aya Ghana entitimu bia ba na akoye se mu so macheyemu ade a me bi se omo no sa anye ya omu twaneti
yemana kura aka no ama nwa dwurim ade a mpanimfo Ghana bentimi nka wanzem ababe kanu ane ompen kabomu wonata adwene ho pa na nhye ne bose na mma sa asem na ode na no aka no enye kwa MPP na NDC benjina yi na nne de ye wokamafo sanya Ghana mamra 1992 Republican Constitution na o hye say ahemfo ye ntimi nya manwa nka nna ma declare say ngonachi abua
otumfo ena osagefo edim yenu ameboyi emu odupa na mu nyina so ya ahemfo se nyankopon ni nhira mama ka ahemfa mo ntira nkonwa na motimu no enso bibinti ena ma BBC me ba ha ensa me de ba ye no me de ba be pataw na mesrew na me ka kire otumfo nso na masre no se entokwa bia na eba mamuno me nana kwa me bedi ako me se elimiti apetowa mamumienu yelimumienu boma mo chefa aya Ghana entitimu bia ba na akoye se mu so macheyemu ade a me bi se omo no sa anye ya omu twaneti
yemana kura aka no ama nwa dwurim ade a mpanimfo Ghana bentimi nka wanzem ababe kanu ane ompen kabomu wonata adwene ho pa na nhye ne bose na mma sa asem na ode na no aka no enye kwa MPP na NDC benjina yi na nne de ye wokamafo sanya Ghana mamra 1992 Republican Constitution na o hye say ahemfo ye ntimi nya manwa nka nna ma declare say ngonachi abua
otumfo ena osagefo edim yenu ameboyi emu odupa
supremo
na otumfo no mahene moko
me nimda
na
you know that tension or dear, but I don't know.
I sent to Kwane Domuntum no. Boss Yakon. Where and then on a depot example. Bediako.
Nana Kwan Bidiako.
Ordinity Ajachrema. Kwaku Kasa, now we are Yabambi.
Mamma Mochadabaso.
For them,
why campaign?
Campaign the YB.
Why campaign pa Oshe a coin or then basses no. Why not just all constituencies nina and baby could be home pictures or deba, home videos or deba. Why campaign? Men kai the last time Obi niti so or per se.
Why dedicated say
yes, or NPP, NDC, action. Or year campaign said the other campaign. You almost say CPP.
It was during the era of PNC.
Yes, you also be GCPP mobile be backward and but you who so obey in my campaign say. You do baby I na first one say no. A year there, but next one now be sabano. One here results no. A bit mobu abum. Na energy and resources no say information resource. No went man fan sound question because say bra me brain na nya ho we are not me penny because a be year and I've been in Kenya now beside the ashim into my mona baso ya dear pa. We any team no so the namna. It's a very young people.
Yeah.
Very, very young people no manam. Madam here where you as an advice is on also bird the other day na meet you on so. Or money nam I mean they are working. Na ye say or call doma our cocoon yura. Obekaya nan saying okokrubiso
one
kwacha
yeah pamono
on when you yetna say e condemn
he's learned
you dare not do that especially so baby walk baby ukoko hu kro no I am for ho just say maybe am ye du kro ana hu say me
umume
you know we crutches was suade o. I'm not particularly excited about one thing kono koye no and then unza na me biza say on one documentary Nibiana, I understand say he's trying to document everything and all that. And it is good. I'm not excited about the fact to say and sana or the core and show
okay.
No, I'm not really excited about that. Oh, say it here. Obebo for so bit my shoes and you marry now.
I won't be show.
Untimi. Men cannot credit. Some me feeling no. Men am yada untimi. A money trim untimi. To call him penny and him then to know me and sir. What I say, okay, no man conform for many moonka say, I say, who's a why as why are they? But in the end, definitely, what they him to say, young man, I woman, dear, I am for no, wouldn't mean call him home, Massa Aqua, Ed and Wembley will be. Yes, but your family, yes. What I say, some more quiet crown, more documenting here in the Nisa part one. Me imagine no, I'm not saying say, me imagine no.
I wouldn't say, I can tell you the come papa ne e bi on man ka betim de ba ko pe. Na de aka no, me de amano.
And na say mo de na kra ko kra nke ni say bad de ye hwe so e ho no ba men clear oni fro. Afi ne nkomo no. Supremo menya nke metie ne nkomo ni nyina. But then kakra na o de kire ye no ono ankasa de kire ma menyina no so. Because say de o de kire ye no. Da bi Supremo de make kan say. Menya aka me tie
nipa na kwato bom
ene Supremo ma minka bi aha menya aka metie ni nyina. But then because a free or no na eba ni ntino I would want to believe say ne dia o kate ye o de bre ya ade o no hu ne say eye kama na o de bre. Supremo again, I'm not really excited about setting community. Sometimes so yempanin sem bebre a wan hwe hu hu asem ka.
Yes, as was a can't and can see as the venue and a topai.
Okay. Do baby a yempanin sem bebre. I felt to say me am cheda. No yempanin sem no yem broso.
Okay.
What I say e ka ono nko a nken tokwa e da ntokwa nda obi an obi antem.
Disagreements enye ntokwa.
Dabi ntokwa mo odu.
Ah, waka say ntokwa and how ka tension pa.
Yes. What I say kobet me appropriate word be, and that is where the issue of they be now can be impenifo ankasa and then comes to play.
My boys here didn't choose no more
because on say baby a wo ko bia no also conversation out there call. I'm not saying say a wrong on common or the call e said do sika no ana me mani nya ho e tinka bia baby a wo ko bia no I will say yes I will say briefly me hu asem poten akwa oh there be e bia his excellency and e bia NKB and e bia na menim edia ono ama na normal a omo de friend no ewo omo company mo kwa oh there be we men kan say o kan say e beboa men kan so oh e bia obenya time na one nana enko adi one on one nkomo that time no nkomo we di obetimi adi but the year fa ne camera mu no nkomo we no wuntimi ndi like won baby am free ba no oh na mame mo aba so na nse minya ntia se tina nam ka se me pese minya the entire way na nse minya entire say ebi a wokọ so Supremo no I don't want you to get me wrong. The American says so far as ode hanaba no meaning say a hano no any day opese kan wasem we are going to speak to it. However, I am looking at say okoye na den biem no sa aka fa ho o na mame mo aba so na nse a ukọ US mete wonka sika woni Ghana for US ukoje gye adwumadi a wo so wo ba beye wa ha se nyame ya adom na me ba ade ba ko so edam akoma so pa ba bia wanya sika na duro bia ba bia mo ye duro bia no ye nso ye be pese o man ne be pa futuo bi ne ade aba be hyem nemum ka ye mpese ebeka region a wo mu nko a ye bi be ko upper west ye bi be ko central region this kind of conversation and also enya bad so I don't know if he touched on san common but ono na edit the way na ba fair enough na ntokwa be na ye kan wasemi say omo ntokwa edom omo mfa onunity ono na ready so ordinity beto so what is so special about the fact to say cheddar den nitiba beto say entwe ne srani abasa ebema tension bi a ekoso wodoma ene asante emu adodo no Supremo let's be serious here
a billionaire head
Supremo let's on say sam asem no kan obi abetimi a kire mu se di pese o kire bia enka tete no na kwabra na di niti to edege we enko ku bia
wase
kan say itira me ka say mpanin sam no ye no anyi ne ya otinye na ebro so entokwansi in the first place disagreement wo ho obetimi apɛ the appropriate word out be ma no eno no ho and I say be attention be or said now can and no ho e be antiase be constitution no when to go say na minim say nkomodie e koso ye ba constitution no said ye yin na enye e bia nkomo na modie no nko an nkofo call for a general amendment of the constitution ye behwem ba bia pepepe e wo say do to an say ba bia wo say do no kra to bia e behwe na e di ato but then no gina so say ntokwa ho a ntokwa no na mementi asio because mind you Supremo and they say me sorry na me no work na umfimi a
yentokwa
yenim say bullet be 90% to 95% every one side
it's who disturb me
it's in tokwa na dey he
me hu say e disturbance
and this same thing no trust me cheddar menim say dan ya obeba fikasiem ontimi nka sa asem we ontimi nka what you say ontimi nka sa asem we na o kan odoma no ontimi nka enti no me hu ba bi free ba and I feel say we no nyam komo fine wo ya ade so odi nkomo no pase do si di nkomo no Supremo said me kan many anje ho ana e papa
osajefo ajimambadu the second also
osajefo so bona ba so say someone mpanimfo ntimi nkakura no ba wa ba beka and I feel say that is one thing he has been looking forward to all this while. And it is about time also no so di ho nkomo but you see
what is he minti ase kwakuku
there was it a young command we say a free time or starting say oh resist issues we na I feel say asem no kan no a o de born about say we asem mpanimfo kra ba mu ntimi nkan wasem no ne ba wa beka no it means say nkofo a aba no ho because mpanimfo bebre etwam a omko no ho ene nkodi nkomo it is something he has been expecting say bia nkomo ba ankomo nsi constitution so unso ono ne argument now has been the fact say omunya epe meboa
also me na your mind
yes it's one no to say ade all this while or person penny for bank or and nobody is going to talk about this. Nobody is going to talk about it.
We are just one kabeka. Akufu ntimi
and just want to mean Supremo sad dey we ko keka sad dey we ya and na dey ye obian wo beka and it is something
that mama ntimi nka if I want vice versa na na je ntimi
obian wo beka sa asem we
ntimi nka ba obian ntimi nka obian ntimi nka
what I say and according to say aye ba akofo ntokwa against Nipa Bibri, I have back for against Nipa Bibri, and then Ebimonso Imagine say we are not even going to respond to this. It's the idea he has been expecting to the extent that your constitution now and can make him minimum you say mitawechi. Well, Obia betimi aka obi nso betimi aka say okay over the period and so no who endorse one or two people bia.
Oh, I endorse one.
Oh, say wabonte it is alleged wabonte say watching the ma echinye no.
Oh sir.
And come on go for do wabonte say watching it is alleged.
Party bia wa ba mu na support obi ma na ye de o ye no. Na time am ko brekum no mantimi brekum issue. He make pass am ba no moti film din komo no.
Yes, no move your.
Ka say me de me ka say mo go to mo obi but mu nyina mo bi mu na hye bi machi a Ebi mo ye de omo ye. That's what he said.
Okay.
And you know, maybe he was referring to the opposition very well.
Okay, so being so say it or those so beyond say ya no so tenasia. Na wada roma aya na won so che atwe Jonas mo ne sa ade na be kwa na sa be interest.
Okay.
E be kwa na sa be interest.
Me hu ne say Chada. Debi amaka che maka say Chada nye radio.
Oh, okay.
Chada nye ready. Chada, I've already told you say I feel Chada a potential leader of Ghana.
Okay.
But not now.
Okay.
Or at least 16 years. At least it's 16 years. Also the polishing or the cleaning. You was in beyond when I was in beyond yeka. You were every quabia yeka. But ya Simbian yeka. What they make a Cheddar is a very brilliant young man to be able to control wealth. What's that? Medicare say sika to me.
Yes.
So one control sika control. Cheddar has been able to control wealth. He's smart. He's intelligent.
Yes.
And I feel say in future the management is over to my ejuma, but currently don't me.
Okay.
Because you need experience and everything. A lot of things goes into ruling a country like Ghana. It's in a holiday. Okay. One of the things one of the things he's going to learn from is this ahimfo enim kasa.
So the kako bi kruma wan kwachi ano ene wasa akwa.
Yes. And make idea. Oh, you say he should learn to unseparate the personal lifestyle, which is settings, you know. And free the real matters on ground. Uti settings in here too much.
Settings in the day.
Settings in too much.
And on the day.
Nana when in some media bay the bejoju wakuma me the patao.
Yes, so I missed that one. Me the patao. I
say settings a juma. Obviously we say oh chale media me makwa kasa onye ready. Cheddar nye ready. Cheddar is far. You can say somebody is close of 16 years to prepare. Cheddar we actually onion tum mama na boom mumu. You should learn. On pempe you for chi. Boys ye, girls ye. But the fact say yes ye pay you for and just pay you for nyanza. On pempe you from front team no. He should be serious. I grown yard also. Agronic tactics in the yard also. Agronic games in the yard also. Then some see so high baby catches a UK Parliament. Oh, there be settings. Oh, these are the settings I'm talking. Emma, oh, you know. Sweden was a wine back girl.
Oh, when they be on the escaping me.
You then back Ghana, yeah.
Okay.
On a moderating speech or one yes, so high baby say UK. You say
you be on the
settings near Jumana also. Okay. And many domain I feel disrespected. And some of the domain in Kayano, 70% of them was disrespectful. Because I'm 70 to move any manka. I don't know what catch me.
Some entina me ka say me no man be bro here no ntimi mama ya.
What you say?
I feel so okay and train.
One niema de call no. Ntimi mama fa camera me to so nkai me de we call here. Two call if anything two in some no kind ntimi call send to call ntimi nka. To call one eko. One eko agro ne doso. And I be the tito chamit one jauti. Yen jauti vanya dey.
Kasakwa.
Kasakwa. Oh, Cheddar no at the film.
No, you know the film.
At the film.
Supremo, you know the film.
At the film.
Supremo, you know the film. You know the film.
On Sunyadi. Oh, so many years ahead of him.
Okay.
On Sunyadi na ebeboa. Kwagu.
Supremo.
Call me by now, but unfortunately,
okay.
But a BMBA bepeke. Na ye di nkomo nyina na course no
obi a me boni din a enye ye wo Facebook because me say Turkey you say or say you are hypocrites. Trump didn't have experience either.
Trump didn't have a
experience either, yeah.
You admit Trump's first term he failed. That's why he was only one term president. Do you understand?
And to say now
the Americans will tell you say Trump first term was a failure. Because we make a lot of to serve one term, it means that you lose hope in you.
one term no.
Yes, and I was just one term there. We are losing hope in you. Say you trust one amount out to us. What I say?
Oh, okay.
Tina pay for say you be see one show ma. Would do vivri na you say adenasa kufie. What I say?
Okay.
It means that people are not impressed. But see our corner. Maybe he has gone to learn a lot of things and then he wants to come back. We don't know. What did I mention? I say?
Yes.
Ebi so ana the fail or ana by on one 110% on pay.
Oh.
Enuntina or samba. You never
okay.
know. Nobody is being a hypocrite here. We have been honest with people. Hello, Nana watching from US. Nana watching Yamakwaba.
Yeah, I'm just on a monster.
Nyamia don't patch me hoye pa. Mpacho me hoye. Nana manenkwa.
Nana misimi busa say. Most cheddar a potential leader in the future. I didn't know why I'm Mohuna is a potential leader.
No, make I say what I'm trying to say is the charisma and everything. Say he's ready and willing to learn. 8 years from now, 16 years from now, potentially, I can you for now. Go through the process and we can count him as one of them. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
And cheddar impact bang why ama youth no our Ghana. Was it die area rent and die crab ordinary. And idea impact no why.
Kwagu
be campaign be I'm a youth na home for swana.
Kwagu ebusa o na say Black Rasta beka say ofa boys ni omko ye mesi adwuma ko ni fie nti omka
Black Rasta of obi nso beka so ofa na nyom we wi ana nyom kra de ye no na sem kra de Black Rasta de na no kro wo mu ne say in as much as I obetimi aka say oh he's into real estate ne dan boy den no I would want to believe say these same Ghanaian people and or employ mo de ye omo de see adwuma na omo real estate no patro to them China say hotel
you know
hotel kese wo I would want to believe say Ghana for na ye adwuma ho se see I am fan say campaign ya wo kwe enye Ecuador for and I say Spain for and etwi no and a bodyguards security agencies akofo ni nyina ye adwuma na bia enti one way or the other bibia wo ye Ghana bia no Ghana for no omo ye adwuma no
ana akufa so emi adwuma mpoda
Dabi. Chairman, there is a chairman or law firm.
No free press. So I mean, one of the press stations. Not a back no will be.
And no.
One in the newspapers maybe.
Okay. And I think goes to say no shares what.
But then shares no. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Kusana o Canadian a potential leader. Because.
Kwaku agenda we ye kwaku ye match that arrest ye match that arrest no onsia de mra onsia de
chada call doma hene ho no
yes
me hu ne say yeah institutions be to say council of state and a peace council and o ma fail sa niema we mi no wasen ki gunu kra because empanyimfo a omudi anima ya di omasi o se anka bibi be koso a ombesi ano no anka sa ensem ne start ye start ada se konanimu na anka sa empanyimfo we tu omu na minima de o maye o ho minimum say council of state any doma hene akwa se ene na kasa anasa oni empanyimfo bi akasa minimum say a peace council so minimum say peace council and one say a de park abaso obi ansan and unko adwuma no mo ye dia mentiase pasanko fo mienu we nyina no yetri omo ka ye momu ska ye momu allowances so mo tenase it is our two institutions we no institutions are see gunu cry and for so be any so magana a waste of taxpayers money yeah, now me ba Oliver so the Oliver is only place for there now. Oliver chair no. Me sure say enye car key no kokoje ya na enu no oka yourself so no. Me mum any case na ho dada. Na nko mu holding na sanko bia wo bibi to say and ya grant to amu bia bill. No, Yamo Bia build Edian Konusu be facing the same crime. I mean, the same ordeal. Oliver
the judge specified
yes.
Say,
good.
He's already standing trial.
aha nti ya hon mo ka ye na police brutality minimum police stations na ya na reception hon ya na cameras bobo ha minimum
camera ni
oh okay and to say most mo pese police for no so ms set the record straight police for no ba aso mo ba ka no kwaku ba di adi
ba cheda hidi onyini ni Oliver Okuma Ghana ndi onyini
na nim de ti ameje onwe di no de nti ameje onwe di ni say sa issue we buy no kroma say enkofo mo associated with Democracy Hub am I believe say wona ya che omo no ba kunyem wonyem be 4 months ono ne ho kire no yakokọ ye check ba ko ye mienu ye miensa na nyinse bi ani ho nti sa nkofukui etwa ntro throughout ade no mo ye ni nyina bisi ne omo ntimi improve bibia ba police etima prove ni o ma ba ko mienu miensa me patrol say no but
police test results
no I don't have to say it because by now anka family na me say as my police be kind so mo boa on say these things are dey bia everything
okay Nana Edasi, I'm young picking up for that's pa. Nana Kasa, Nana Chena. Yes, my man picking a second call. Hello. Hello. Me pacho didn't be free.
Okay. If I'm Kwame, because of the US.
All right, Kwame pacho man kwa.
Medi won ya papa. And then we support Kwaku.
Kwambeso.
We support Kwaku say they be I know be na me feel each other feeling bia. Feeling bia. And me ye na me feel each other. Yenim baby ujina. Yenim baby ujina. Dabi. Chana so ne go ebi ni papa o. Chana so ne go ebi ni papa o. Oyo ni pa ko no ayaka onimu baby.
Chana no ayaka ozbu.
Now I kwaku hwe mo be hwe ade kwaku hwe. Okay. And now sabi chada sorry amanfo di na chi nyina ne ade nyina. Enye Ghana for a person said the moon was aqualano or aqualano ni experience near the internet or move to the nechi. Or how 32 years are two political parties where they are film. So Sabi Aquala University, Sabi Onye Jumanye or your badges or Sankusia in San Juma, wake up and in Neoma and Sana Sabi with me IABB. With National Service Crown Sabi Intimintia or Moke. Your how many who are two political parties where they are film. Any accident who said there be yabre. It's enough. I say Okono Biba, any panel or your wine crana. Yabba, also any impact, Sabi. Also, deba. Me to say the last call and by say impact Bena Sabi Cheddar or the Amagana for. Could there be a camera say Obiba different from NDC MPP? Nay, who ho. Yan try before Fry, ya bay then you come NDC by an MPP ama and can yan NDC and MPP because we had an alternative. Intina yenya MPP or no so all can be. Obi sorry or say impact Ben or the ama youth no. Dr. Baumia was a governor, a deputy governor, Bank of Ghana. Impact Ben or the ma youth no. And so and the MPP akono say yen to Abama no. Ye can impact the anya more munko. Because Mahama also was just a communication minister under Jerry John Rawlings.
Yes.
At the impact on also the ama a Atamus na kofa a communication minister. And I sabi obey Atamus na kofa be vice president. And I we di mo abe president. It is uncle from you way sabi impact ben on the ama youth no. As compared to a private person on the aban shida. On the aban sikada, on one in Sikana ni Bibia. Now ye hoon, sir. About sir, your how I say change. It is so far so good, 32 years. They Timuani a person at Nemoa. Then you need an independent person to come and audit these two parties. Said the bear you be who Sabi Obazi. Oba no chese Ghana yet ya answer here. It's a coming quadia. Sabi impedias baby I bedru no yenya se obi ba ye twetwe no na ofin hi no nya ni sika wen no omo moteso no omo experience no e dey no ma ye sabi kwaku ene Ghana ho atere no ne e se Ghana ho atere no 32 32 years Ghana watching MPP NDC 32 years omunko ye dwapade a omaye o Ghana a ye ton de age Ghana ebi wan
omienu de me de bia me omienu de nka kwero nkokora ba yan kampe o omienu no chia kwero nkokora ba omienu de
Rashad Oboa
omienu de ba omia de se me tobo ba omia na mi jaga na mamu timi tua na mo yede mo fire onim
Iti Rashad e ka men kwali a yen try obi foforo so asama okoka o menkia ya okay edoma ayiho a okay sabi a statement or try say or no so no sabi in previous or betting impact in something but me to say okay say a concept I really doesn't now how the men carry how the men carry
what was that going to
oh, that be easy for him to say ordinary abeto no. Ye nim nkomo okokuma so ne otumfo ekodi yo. Minu mienu ye nim de ekoso. Oh, bia na ni agina bibi so. Rashad,
true, but say they went man for back with the ameto abonten. Didn't na back with the ameto abonten.
That be so the akwala ne de abeto abonten and stand on the penny de abeto abonten. Akwala di for. And stand on the penny de abeto abonten. Of course. Oh, me fa penny asem na otumfo said the ositi wo betime di kan ko otumfo so o patano against doma hin there be akwala no na eso ode ne bekasa na penny no okọ penny no ogitum a na aye ngitum so okay me pata penny no ansa no akopata akwala no there be chara eti no ba he no obo se eche no mite
chara for a slogan is saying Chedarians, and I can say, Kwakuchada for his slogan is
new force. New force in Daswaba.
Okay, new force in Daswaba. Yeah, in the
just a supremo, just supremo. Make you yeah, you to see a government.
I'll make you yes, I have. Sorry. Rashad, who you to now home keka. This about this young one about. Imagine say we did by 3 years or a political it's this year no. Yan shedi ebesi. Bimo can on yari 2% kwa onya. Menu mienu yenim de nyame beye. No Senegal president kwa so ho. Experience be no. Engineer the ABC.
Medasi pa. Wow.
Chederians head
Chederians.
Is on Chederians boys prefer to.
Chedda
Una Chederians boys prefer.
Chederians boys. Chedda I don't feel
like Supreme Mamza. Who expected to beat my campaign?
Honestly speaking, I never. I said. Time and MP for pre-primaries in a Japan in Ubishim. I never suspected so by campaigns. As if me who is so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me who is so no. So that Japan a shocking, you know. Salmon who cheddar. You understand?
So it's a round off a bit me.
Or bit my course round off, which I doubt.
Cheddar ne Alan.
Or me no combine with my course round off.
Okay. Now cheddar ne Alan so far one be idea.
Cheddar Alan. Cheddar Alan. Alan is 0.001.
One for front for all.
Oh, eh, Kala no.
But they will pay my.
Kala no, you two bomb now. Hello, Apostle. Hello, Apostle.
Well, I'm what to say. Yes,
Apostle, I'm passionate as well.
I don't really know.
And I know say that's Apostle.
Come on, man. The anima more a crab, so that we can do better.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Actually, I admire you guys so much, young people. You're doing well. Don't focus that they will get there.
Yeah, that's it.
Get there for you. And all of a sudden, Ghana, for the average Ghanaian, starting now, person do 200 or China. Don't do that.
It doesn't work. And any brain didn't produce. We understand.
Yeah, you're building a strong foundation. And when you do some will take you up, you will not know how it will happen. Before you know it, everybody is talking about GhPage. And then you sit back and like, wow, how did it happen?
Thank you, Apostle. Yeah, that's a power.
Yeah, anyway, the last caller, what who said, look, there's a saying, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Yes.
This is something is insane. You do the same thing and yet you expect that the result will be different. That's insanity. It's so that you are not using your brains.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we are doing at Ghanaian. 32 years of MPP NDC. Look at where we are now. And then when a young man is trying, nobody is saying that when you listen to him, he doesn't have grasp over the issues. But what I like about him is he's a revolutionary thinker.
Yeah.
Look, what we need now is Obia on follow the status quo. Obia on go by the book. That's what we need. Rollins time, no, we needed somebody like Rollins. You know, they get to a certain point in your life. If you say you want to follow the norm, look at, what is Baumia going to do? A year which might get outside the norm. If Baumia meets the likes of Vladimir Putin, he meets the likes of Donald Trump. You meet these crazy people who are taking over the world. What is he going to do? Look at the guy. What is John Mahama going to do that he has not been able to do? Every position in Ghana, John Mahama has occupied.
Yes.
Every single position he has occupied. So what is he going to do? Sometimes when I sit down and think about it, John Mahama, he's not had the opportunity to do. Look at Baumia parading is on the economic whiskey.
The economic messiah, the economic whiskey.
All the chew and poor accolades in the Ghana for our problem is the chew and poor. We don't think chew and poor yes, or better TV so no more. When you ask them what does this mean, I want to mean sure practically what it means. What does it mean? Explain what you're saying to me like a 10-year-old. Don't mean can't tell. Would you explain what you are saying to me like a 10-year-old for me to understand? Explain it to me now. They don't have a clue what they are saying. People, are jostling over each other. It's like, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? And then this guy came also arrested the dollar at 4. Now the dollar is almost $17. And yet somehow he has the audacity to say the dollar has not depreciated as much as Mahama. The guy who took it from 2 was 1 to 4. Of common sense, 4 to 17, you are saying your rate of depreciation somehow is able to even put this out there and somebody is buying it. Somebody's eating it up. Yo, what is this? This guy, $58 million. And go from. How cruel can you be in the name of building a church for God? God, catch us up a church. The Bible said God does not live in temples. It's in your Bible. God does not live in temples. And they say, we're now 50. Do you know what $58 million can do? $58 million. This guy, and nobody is reprimanding him. I must say, causing financial loss to the state. A dear loss beyond here. What financial loss being here to prosecute Akufo-Addo and put him behind bars? And people are not talking about this. And this guy has the audacity to walk around and campaign. What are we doing? What are we doing? People, let's sit down and think. Ninjas, Akufo-Addo, MPP, NDC. Look, try the young guy. Try the young guy. If he doesn't do anything, there will be a change.
Yes.
Only I'm trying to try him. If it doesn't work out, what do we lose? We are down anyway. He who is down fears no fall. If it doesn't work with Cheddar, we are already down. What do we fear again? At this point, what can we lose? We can't lose anything. Mr. Mumu, try the guy. Let's just try the guy, Keke, and then let's see if things will work. Me, the master make
Apostle, that's it. Hello, Frederick. Oh. Hello, Frederick.
Hello, Rash.
Frederick.
Yo, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Frederick.
Asu-B.
Man like Freddy.
Yeah, Asu-B. Me then mean kabibi na apostle apostle a charge.
Yes, apostle Akasapa.
Wako bi adi ama. Wako bi adi ama.
The way I charge no. And you know, it said okay, ni na we na mean sem. Me yeah, them yeah and say must contribute. Then na make actually mo.
Yeah, that's Frederick. God bless you so much. Nyame sure baby you free no on shahoma baby you free no on shahoma oma de wo kra prehwehwe no sanka. God bless you so much. We really appreciate this.
Next month so na me the month by month na me the pass the back to na
Frederick nyame sure me so kra no di no ma on be body nyame sure baby nyame sure.
Amen. It's me that must be bye
bye. Kwagu Atopa.
Hey, from France.
Atopa from France. Atopa from France. Atopa Fred.
Yeah.
Atopa mo akwa.
Me jomo so many anom. Sheda asem na mbeka bi. Na bacho na wo kan experience asem mbeka mamu experience na no ne dey ade. Me pesa me ti ase.
Supremo.
Experience ni basically he won't hold any position there was making impact on the youth which he basically wants to touch. That is where that is where I'm coming from. Basically that's where I'm coming from.
And you by say no you making the president and then the lecture so very successful and I said
no they make an say for example there are a lot of mistakes he's making now. Yen shene kakra no some mistakes you know be correct. What I say, diplomacy is very important. Yeah.
Mama Tia says, more than the lifestyle be and a cancer be on better say, but I remember Nankasa dear and no experience as because we for bit say why John Melos he said oh NDC in the same say been about 20 years time or back to the president over now I say experience so the experience and one they say or they MP NDC more where the NPR in a good so brown no name rason ba BDB and only experience na Ghana for Mokano experience papa be anyway be anti amemo de e opepane can say bold we bold abetimi o minister bi abetimi yinedi na o my e wa kuma so say o pese o bo my and no na ehiama amemo say what Chinese are we there to me.
It make a difference.
France highway. Okay. It make a difference. France highway. President no say so young boy no be so. Yeah. And so oba you may be our and so easy taxes be our be cancel tete for no mo security tax for train no more me more train first na no mo use coal now no mo allowance and then you see electronic trains and so no mo go so allowance or no buy or be chicken. And go fortune about so and say for no journey na say me and yes me party for be e benya ho adi contract will be on nti no na hia na chena wa chena de no de encafe nti eno de obi odoni man eni obi all confidence all both say opesa oboni man eno na hia nti and me say me I'm not saying that to support Cheddar but me my general opinion.
Yes, Mati was
general opinion because see I'm saying akwa Uncle for the line more Pepe president Ibiadio, Kojo Pon Chroma, Sami James, almost a line more Baby Didi. Other city, and only experience near Kanjan Ghanaian either. We were almost party experience on Modeba.
Okay.
What is the mechanic? Me know what send back. Oh, me put on show video no. Mini Pebia, me some bagana, Nyameboa, December, na mini Pebia. Me ma be texting them the last 2 days for no. Oh, me ma texting our for do video bia me or say bogus no bagana na ya try October na ya try mo. Iti me texting na us of for this video ma me I just say oh no person chem say me be she na to. Ajuma. No me you. Me bagana April. Ya busy ya pay scato na ba nye kino be kasa kakra oze Rashad video bi aye video 2 man for ntime so me ba we hihye adwuma Normal checkup. What I say, maybe check it up.
But say the same Baba.
Meba. Yes, meba.
Sister Lobe, say you wanna go watch out once and Abana do video.
No. And yeah, Juma, may check it up on you.
Okay.
Now we come say there. Ka 28 for no.
The 20th. What do you have a 20th for never.
Oh, maybe 24th into 28 number.
Very good. Air Force number. You better show him.
Mate. And do the I saw a video for a while. And you say in 9 years, sir.
That's okay. Most of them from New York, afraid, but afraid back at Minyano. Frederick and San checking a
okay.
But you should transfer it.
Okay.
Into I'ma send a message say somebody try sending this, but I'm go through.
Okay. Into Frederick, yes, sir. Sasha Mine. Sasha Mine. And here we are. One amount.
The amount alternative number a bit afaso. Hello, Nanayao from New York.
The number one blogging supremo.
Nanayao.
Asu-B.
NY.
Mechia mnyina na mechia baby girl akufia nso.
Akufia so.
Ba ene de medi nipa mienu ho yaw pa.
Okay, one.
Number one, first caller no medi ne ho yaw pa.
Nana watch from US.
Yes, second person here can Asu-B medi ho yaw pa.
Guys.
When defend each other.
Pia Rojuma no ya yini.
Guys.
When you jana mamenye.
But first person there, me address you on first person, first call and answer. On say, a seminar can say, Cheda, ne die boarding, na de no ya bo you to any idea no. Sa seminar man in can baby and now I can on to castle. There is a history ni mo Nelson Mandela kura na ejuma ne sen ansa na oba Mandela da prison 27 years ye no be president 27 years na den no ye bo youth no and so ye kan omo ma bo omo man ene a obetima yi ma obebo dia on fa Mandela nkan Kwame Nkrumah abra na onam US no idim se no ye lawyer ba na ejuma be na no ye ansa na ye de ne ba Ghana. Inti ade ne de eno an apostle kan ayo pepa ene akoma pa ene ye de bo oman me pija se nipa no e innate ability se nipa ni need that ability na obehye bo obi bibie nyuma obe niam bebre bo bedi oman no so a omwai e leak on you your assistant Singapore or a lawyer say kufuado ye lawyer yi sa ana no ye lawyer Ghana and support in independence the same year. Ubetini compare Singapore and Ghana. Omunyina no money lawyer for. Enti sadia ni de omunjai no mombo cheda na kwaku amenka wasem no so bi. Do ma hina himfi ono cheda akodo. Empemfo di nanim omo to court team onom. Menya sure say cheda ne coin no de pese o ko displace anema no. Send our kind of won't ba otun flying fee, no man be yes, yeah. Protocol teams never on a 9 year old Juma, and yet that because on no bound near Manu or Chle, you decay a bisana, dear was obey, and son or bona money, and son I had near back camera anymore.
Okay,
it is so 9 year old Juma, my year was so more 9 year old Juma, and friends said, okay. Now, my head or any speech no Casa, Debia who Jack Daniels nay, a head synonym.
Oh, nah.
And if you are any synonym. It's here be a brand in a obey them. Ebiana or more sponsorship, obey them. And see, a mamma for blaming to Chedaso, or no dear or Koi, or Kobabu, in Benfani de Kasai, or Bonamania, any actually the so you see. Sana or crying few so Ebia Santa Memoir. Protocol team no honor, almost the any day different. Enti Mr. Cheddar the onye Bolivia or the Namani and the buy no more Jane or Pequine so no no why any pepe. Enti Kwaku Mr. Yawa Jumai. Once I'm not kind of sort of sign.
Guys,
good to be Jumana Jana Menye.
Guys, Debbie,
Supremo quick. Say I send you all cranny ni muno crana. You try assembly who be any day ya dance here. Munina money to yourself on my hene de bia Hennessy steady. In Jordan I'm more the barber share Cheddar.
And I that's it.
Supremo quick one answer maybe a befa the next caller no. Not we busa David Hammond e busa calling number no.
Okay.
But on that screen
0593025576 059 and one is I mumu number na de donation.
Yes, and one is I mumu number na de donation.
What's your Frederick in Kade?
I am attending Kapa.
What my response?
Okay, so your response I have said so we are looking for a SAB or better check you.
Copy Road. Yamuakwaba.
The blogging Supremo.
Copy Road.
Can Asu-B
the Canadian scientist.
And Rash there can say in the street. Omeno Ayono. It's not about the when you 60 years. And just 70 years and 3 more food and 3 minutes from Nabosa Cool and a bit my own mind.
Okay.
And then new youth in Susua, I can say, I'm a youth for a bit my own mind. Because Kwajo Ponkro, Miami, no bonity, women are youth, Sabitan for me, youth, they are all politicians. But Ghana remain the same. Then the problem, Palmer, want to say, Rash. For the past 3 months, what me counted the number of accidents in Ghana.
Baby, almost every day, and what's it for? Baby, it started somewhere around August ending. August ending, honest, that's here.
Right, you need packet 12.
Yes, I know the true.
It's Diana Abaya Abako. Then we have found the past 32 years. And this MPP, a deba de pan on Moyafa accident here cost for Ghana. It was told me for minimum busa one question. Say, why we need practical solutions.
Okay.
It's not about say getting those stuff. No, I mean it's true. But the Ghana no. And as a opportunity to be a president for Ghana one day. Just that one day, at least there should be a railway from Kumasi to Accra.
Okay.
Because the number of accidents you see one council is too much. And at the end of the say we have centralized everything one client. It is a person who visa interview.
Bibia is
Enti amanfo epese to kwa ba bruchire o mawu won kan kwaso because o moko yo mu pese no enye nsam ketwa but inye sika edikotu amana se ye de sika no ye de sa amana no gusi dan de manyankopon na san krofo na beba ye she nyame ba so dem ha be so no san krofo no so na ewu no
ye she nyame bo
too much. And you know, coming who say, Bobosia, Rash, what was this year? So, because of Bobosia, maybe Bobosia, there be a human. Not a human to make Yabosianica.
Yeah.
But yet, the air to a man where Bobosia, the Busan will be to my foreca. It is here, or more air to obey. I may I don't say be a NDC and as a MPP if you swear. MP for yom so munko bi no moku bi no mo betiki Edgarcia
obi abaji
Edgarcia no ko fa free him
bosia
enunti ene ko IMF no
yes
it de bia na o man de ka de bia no o man de ka Rash me say busa obi enti say the flight this she was say Ghana youth obi entu kwamla bridge le paper bro toilet so a o he on be ba na so mo ma
ba ko kranka kruma
or maybe toilet so. Do a child be a crabby jabbo because we teacher Libya and a Juma or Emanian Pusinia High and or Vietnam, a domo or domo of Vietnam. And adentina say ye de flight be so be me paper broni toilet so a nurse ni even a medical doctor krampo be ja na medical doctor no ho say wo kwa paper broni toilet so na ye mu de ye kro no sie ka so ni paper na me paper sa toilet kro na so one paper
say any lucrative.
Something needs to be done. And you know, media they say, whether shut down or whatever, we need change. The Biamakacha say a problem a political party. Because the political party no place so much say I might be a bar or person was satisfied the political party no. And it's a quiet job for the boys. And Nintina Meno Kazasi information minister, you also communication minister, the one minister. Sanitation minister Timothy for 8 years and so still in so far a unified Ghana for and don't that very Ghana for me why I was sanitation ministry. You were minister of parliament as I were a chief whip name one for name some minister of parliament no they were parliament war. But a party be and a boy na money be the abandoned also with me satisfy some microphone. Until I am a yasal and cast the quite line in itself with adapt a phone because at the moment, your base in the Bay Cassano, also to satisfy some proof in and this cows and cardia or many, won't you first as a car in your money, and also Sicano a co party in the hole. Russia or how you are money a bay or some way in a kaboom, yes, Sagana. Nankopon come.
Amen. Come, Darcy. It seems that people and some honeypa.
Yes.
And some honeypa chromanum. Na hard drain so kwaku
supremo
hard drain
somehow
kwaku Frederick Asaye.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, man, alternative number.
Very good.
Na CCA na yes, I'll go through.
Nice.
It's Frederick yerasi bebre yes aka say di kan kai nyame shaw na ba bia we free no on she homa.
Amen.
God bless you so much. God bless you. Amen. Abusa for call bia foforo nyama yi no. Many komo kakra emfa eya bruchen sense mu ya Empress who say Empress phrase na pressure ba.
Yes.
Empress.
Hello family. Hello. Happy Friday.
Hey, Empress ya ho ye de be ka twi. Yes, I say my Christopher na beto aso kabra fu.
Yes, some of you ada pa. Na you say the message relax no.
If I try it, Kobe Road in Tina, I'm afraid.
Okay, yes.
Kobe Road. As an academia person, I don't follow rules. And open America. Kobe Road for Becca Sasa. Kobe Road 1 minute. Kobe Road Becca Sasa. Kobe Road that day. You can who ye Mom school side. Oh, yeah, first degree there. So come follow rules. Kobe Road, yes, steady, right?
Yes, steady.
Okay. Mama, bye.
Empress, that's when I Kobe Road shade, and I bet you Tomuno.
Kobe Road was afraid.
Kobe Road shade, and I bet you Tomuno. Aye.
Oh, that's a rush radio quick 1 minute.
Aye, 1 minute.
Was really.
Before I come next topic, and I make Kaya add of force your number, no for Momo number, no ye. 05930255576 05930255576 edini GhPage Limited MTN number eti kakrad be my neighbor G be da wase na yakoso aka kire nyame se onhira no bebia yi free no onhya homa na yasa kai nyankopon se nkra ne ni je no won didi omo no ma omani je no eye nhira wo abrabom eti no adoye na ye de yesre keto bi ensua de be ma bia ye je obi o anye sika opeso ye na doye wode ntade wode mpaboa wode a whole lot of other things de be ma bia na ye beje ye de bia beje na yada wase enti no abusafo ye hwemani moma yenti munka 0593025576 0593025576 edin no ye GhPage Limited MTN number e ntade mpaboa so na apeso de bra o ma ye o send message but the same number no so on WhatsApp ye be follow up na ye hu kwan ye be ma yemfa yensaka okay say you call a step by step and cookie say pentade pa
yes and a die personal
die person tade de hiom pa eti do be ma bia ege na obi on ma obekwa akofanta de was munji sika na mo fan koto bi
yes
eti abusafo ye hwemanim de no bebre bia no ye beche kokoma me komanim
okay
ye koya nim ana me bawura eye UK Ghana for na advance you
sa
ko Ghana for advance unim say ya che Ghana for eye 4 ewo UK omudin eye de di kan ye friend no eye Daniel Yeboa o 54 years
senior one
onsa the otosu to Christopher Beidu Christopher Beidu ono so 48 years unse onsa
yes
the otosu 3 Kwaku Bonsu ono so 52 years wa wutimi say onsa and na the otwato ye Edward Ajay ono so 48 years wutimi say killers onsa Kwaku Gary de one mpe
oh Supremo Gary solve your problem
Gary Ajenkwa
yeah
Kachi ne mrantie ne maya ise omo de Gary eko abuchiri na UK no mo de ko container ma say Gary no wudi mtampe
nyekuhu oh ya no ka na chama wontu me say
yeah champion say
oh oko campaign ya no
say so omo tuja say de musojam omo musojam no mo musojam no en tampe pa
no ho asem na okay
tampe ho asem na okay
omo musojam asem
omo musojam no tampe pa ne hihye Gary nim ye de bitimi ya say Gary ya body say no kono na tampe ne hihye inside and omo de call UK. We don't know if this is their first time, but this is the time they were arrested. And nkrofo for yachi Ghana titru for Ghana ni munyam for the street value of this money is around $4.3 million of pounds. Yes, pounds. Hey, 4.3 million pounds. That's the street value of say komutimi kotonya dienka omubenya. Gary ni mu na hihye Gary nim. Na kwaku de ko ba ya ne say yes ye nyom aso ye no ko gina court ye no ko gina court no do kan dan le war 54 years no ye kan 5 years the others to Christopher Bedu no 48 years odin waka akawura
okay
odin waka wura wa buban abuban ana Kwaku Bonsu ono no 52 years no ono so buban afa Edward Ajay 48 years no on the 24 years. To all Johnny so dear. Yachi they have been sentenced in absentia. I think say 5 years each.
Okay.
But the rest 4 and 3. And I mean omujinam se see omudie. Almost at your omudie. That is the breaking news from UK. ABP ye krumwanum. $4.3 million on bar. God did. Come back God did.
Yeah.
No fellow slogan be.
Small girl with big God.
Small girl with big God. Tomba big man with another big man with big God. Na komo flexiguye so. Range Rover akesiye, Mercedes akesiye. 4.3 million pounds. Kwaku,
Supremo ring kwa 4 million pounds.
300 that's no get to
300 that's no say efie jadum. Hey. 300,000 that's all. If you jail doom, as a fee, no more be waiting on Brafo can manifest. No shortcut to heaven.
There's no shortcut to heaven.
When you knew him, Supremo. Oh, Big Daddy see.
I'm a big man.
I'm Big Daddy's pa.
I'm a big man pa.
They hard and they say, say, was started Brano as a brantier.
Yeah.
Na when ya wakudum kuyabako. Na woni ne mienu odokwan ya no mo asiso
mo start abrabon kakran kakran
mo ho na wo hwe se dachi bia se de o si de odas ma to na ni me bepia ware
bibi bepiem
na sinyama de one day with a Benz and as a Range Rover
o de abeje no
ba ko pe od na pie wakodi ne time kakra
oboy de so mpebre
yeah ohia wa why be 2000 3000 ba ko pe bom e de amane so wo de jefa ko di lunch keke
jefa ko didi
wa wie o
wa wie wa kuno owie a ba ka che oboy de so mpebre
so mpedwuma boy sa ba mpedwuma na so boy no me any age no na me wo na me see me first house na my say
yes
no wa wie o
obete ayo posa
Supremo we enim go asesem kese so don pictures bo abonten name the omo families they go through. It do say I don't know. Say I na family no. Me name say they are no must feel. Say ombe feel say ngwa say na bomb so. But we know who defending, we defending say. And now we can say be time and now we when say you don't know if this is their first time. Supremo be okoton we 4.3 million. And then the first time.
Otaye.
Supremo. Koton we 4.3 million pounds. Well, yeah, they wouldn't say
I did one time. I can also first time 300,000 that's all.
300,000 also. Yeah, that's all. Hey.
300,000 that's all. And I said, Bisa. Now, when you almost first time media. Or more of him.
Almost first time media.
Obi also the first time no person or hitting one time.
One time, nanka chese.
No,
because a meme say na say cha. Ebia, who say there your other players are more than any ho.
Yes.
Our monson commons be benefited from 4.3 million.
Oh yes, yes.
But more than any man 93 year or more any more paid. Ultimus omo na the real players.
Omo na the real.
Unless they be a boss for nankasa we chiri. Ana no wonum na na dey suma wo. And the cocoa backfire. But in Supremo, it doesn't speak well of the country. Or share on the international platform now. By Ubi Ghana. Now, Oka, yeah, earlier story no said the Yoko is handle cases Bia and quantum. Interesting news about chief on the fair could be or tackle that issue. No. Why do you call
I think say your first story needs
your first story needs escaping for. But then Sanyo wing now, it is about time because if we are and a cuckoo pio.
Yeah.
It's a identity firm. That is the most important question I was saying. And I said, if another country,
okay, the lady no so there no. And say free do I think UK and US.
There be Amsterdam, right?
Holland,
baby.
And I want to say cost
of Belgium, yes.
What exactly may cost wa hanoma? It's me free.
Yes.
It could do an alloc.
What you say?
As an imagine say you are in bed with them.
One also jamun amount to supreme amount no adwan 4.3 million pounds.
I see it.
It's more from what?
From
if I a day container one you do goom.
So that is where the problem is. It all goes back to say Ghana, but this time we are launching investigation, finding out the Pakro handling that particular way, and they due diligence ben or what I say. Or maybe
because where there's a fire apostle, definitely.
Yes. Or maybe, but we say fire pots.
Yes.
And which a responsibility?
A responsibility. Also,
you find illegal things in Gobi Chrome.
Yes.
It's say, or maybe it's serious about now, and can start investigation.
Yes.
Finding out whoever handled that package, that container, or dealing with it.
Officers are not in charge that day. No, because we the card and say ya boss something sent tell doc no
ya born
who here said the name ya born no
paper
me name so salata samina ya body pan tampem 4.3 million pounds
na dan for that prison ya okoma na wi na obongusu ya dey shemu oduru na mo chi ono so no say cool
masa
we be any me brother nton doc no be kona ntampem kwa ntampem
na cooking nka ho
I'm tapping 4.3 million.
Hey, you serious? In
Ghana and Tampeno of value. It's a Ghana and Tampeno and they have value, and yet a Ghana and Tampeno.
But Supremo, more questions, baby. One, Supremo, more questions, baby. I'm the free baby in a bag, Ghana. And you so many a day. And I say you were for how you do and Tampeno 4.3 million pounds.
What was I quada?
The men call Sequada. Sequada or border also.
Sequa is
I saw border also. We'll try and now we'll call
Sequa. The man was a police commander. Krawoko, we farm. Obiado, we farm Ukrumo. What's the other one? Sequa, the sidewalk already. Tampini, Juma, Banaboy, 10 Tampia.
Hey, Bonita, Quatma. I say Ghana immigration gave the tip off. Now Ghana immigration was tip off.
I don't know, man. No, international embarrassment.
And I say, oh, Genesis Biana, I say no more shy and say Kutemu, I say no never ending. More tinchina, mommy and quiet in the bay. It's a call and enough for mama information.
It also brought back to the international embarrassment and international disgrace in the Ghana. I feel say, oh, you're paying for no. Why are they controlling every sector of the country?
Okay, based on the okay, so the okay, okay.
President and appointee IGP. The better IGP is loyal to the president. President and appointee all the Supreme Court judges, the High Court judges. A better one loyal to him.
Or the Third General.
Or the Third General and appointing. Even special prosecutor, president and appointing. Attorney General, name crop. It's too much. The president has too much power. What I say? If you appoint me, I go automatically.
Oh, definitely.
I have to be loyal
to you. Definitely.
And the appointed, I have to be very loyal to you. I'm not saying that the presidency is behind it. I'm trying to say, sad then where you are pointing Crawford Kruma, Nimpany for now, a walk Krumano. Say, Obi, a person will be crowd to me. For example, if we near catches will be free banner, what should the Pacro forward, Jumum? You know, obey. What is because you're not loyal to the people.
Yes.
You're loyal to the person who appointed you.
Okay.
The same way, Senka, Nipa na two abama. Meaning, so there are some states near other places. The chief of police almost to swaba. And Nipa na ukrumo na to swaba. Meaning, there are some states that the judges in your to swaba.
Okay.
And the maintain was the judge, magistrate, you know, about to swaba. Nipa san or you're accountable to the people. Nipa na hiano. It's who free way catch the chamai. I don't know where the man is. Or catch was a massa. You draw near to about when you're not about so let me do what they need. By head and intesa. Say you give the tip of Emmy Quiet Chilwanoma. Kawachinian man, Kada international embarrassment and stop here.
Okay.
Okay, MV Benjamin. See anything, MV Benjamin. Yeni buy on Suna, cocaine and powder.
Yeah.
Cocaine and powder, and then say police me am a transfer on the Unia or the Tofia too. That's right. Police in they grant interviews. That time in medium na 253 you was say where I was in now the cocaine was one number views what I am saying. Look at all this. But it's embarrassment to the states. And them Guasiana Omudigu mine. Omugu mine
Kukusi Murano. Yenso muno ozi e kan say ya da be refi omo mu soja mu no yes o say sa nwura no o say ne boy den pa o na 5 grams is 70 euros
5 grams na 5 grams ya here and 72 imagine container amount container what is it
so that is a bottle ba ko there hey we bottle ba ko true fe there
well obedi pa na ano so no we no so high grade what I say on say omo legalize no countries no enye bia na wutimi u smoke you
omo grader but yeah grade there bia wutimi
high grade
and also one day
what I say me nipa bi okubo mu na o say the first time okubo mu no one bra that dey na koso no tadai o say krofo mi no ku we pija store na no wato bo we na we pija we store no wato bo na omo pija da no mo pija da ta jaji mi no
Unkwano also usim
high grade high grade this are be okay eti no o say wo hwe sa na ma no na Ghana e de ne ma tutu yi na ye hu de
na tu na dwane o
ye be chi o this
sabre bia no mo ne nam Colombia o be bi no mo bi so meti ma secure o ma chi dia
so okay and no say possible because UK right Rema Ireland what TTC
says India into Oba obetimi aba by air. Omuntimi ba by air, omo try by air, say bit much.
I all try by air on be ho.
That's a land na.
Land no be nem abi. Na say amanfo twika akoda bia. To ne nam ko pie Mexico, to ne namu Morocco mu ne namu be pie Libya, ne namu obetimi be pie Brekum.
That's all be pie.
No be pie. As simple as that. As simple as that. No questions. Any be more question, but man change.
Questions.
Yeah. So
for instance, my own.
Okay.
Time now.
So, Canada or UK and as USA na o donation what they banner find the challenges using LEM5 mobile money app no eno ene fast is this cartoon man na e ba straighter rate no and afen so charges via in home into our person won send this so what Canada or USA and as UK now the bagan has said there LEM5 and afafa so download the app no our Play Store and as App Store we are now signing up transaction be our and making sure say with your promo code GhPage now all your transactions so first time no send $100 and that's €100 and above a bet you $30 free also and I'm marrying if you code no GhPage a bet you Ghana has say ya e-levy be name charges be in the so we send this kanana a toma pepe and a nipa na ode manonom nensa ebe to me account lamfa app ne de no one be using make sure so be download na send this car on swear to me Eddie Afaso EMS event and floral consult event be away on here event center no make sure so when EMS event everything so now almost space no a big anka say found in the Padodo mobile program no say naming ceremony birthday party wedding reception be and away and a dinner hangout be when no friends be a school group mo baby I hangouts be a mobile to me contact EMS event now when you call on many event center no kwane day mount you wa can dey name be a day count where be bow ama program no aye nika na koso kama edema e be a washroom say what indoor and outdoor day your in-house music ope DJ mpa e be pe bia ka ho na what DJ program no amana ye fair you was standby generator in case you doom light mpa program no e betumi akoso anytime bia ye no na you changing room e hope na benya kitchen areas in case of person ye bibia betumi aye betuma follow my Instagram @event_gh omona person so go screen so betumi afre na anyo mu edi enkomo eduani bia wo ye person timu de na enye de palma odia secrets no lazy tomato paste ya benkwan ebunabunu granite soup and wo ye light soup papa bi and tomato stew and wo ye make sure so come market abeto lazy tomato paste ni be natural in fact chemicals be enfrem nti wodia ahode nro and ahemuma okoma market ben mo abenya bi ato omona best ego screen so betumi afre and your mu edi enkomo Mamen kan for therapy garlic mixture and famawa asthma at now so ache or bible hon man menses banana ya say eye ya we company blood no inflow ye e baba ko mienu na etwa me patrent na honom e mani di man konya cervical cancer make sure so benom therapy garlic mixture ni bi wa on sa it3t o ho so ade me betimi awoso sa anasa high blood pressure and wo so betumi anom therapy garlic mixture ni bi obetumi akọ angel herba any dani herba obenya bebre honom ato omna mesen so ego screen so betumi afre na ane omu edi nkomom eba na kwantu mu nsema sub solution pe ene betumi abo country ben na abese wuntu kwan enko ukosua de anaso kwakọ ye adwuma na Christmas be oko vacation be na abese ye moawa betumi ni sub solution edi nso na me ne okase country bit say Romania, Albania, Slovenia, Serbia and Cyprus adwuma aye ready wo honoma ye here nurse for ye here construction workers ye have factory workers, bartenders, hotel cleaning staff adwuma no de edoso betuma for mo numbers no afre we students person go to auditions e wa brochre betumi afre sub solution na ne omu edin komo omonje osikendi omo ye adwuma na che 5 years ni eno mogina muto munim de omo ye ankasa obentre mo pia betuma from numbers e go screen so na ne omu edin komo na so be follow mo Instagram, Facebook, TikTok sub solution no akoti adansa foforo edi form ho e wo ho
na ye very say Christopher Mose sofo no sesei ansa na wo de be kwa kotie sofo no kra no ya kotie baby ai kwa kono Mose sofo no sesei David sofo no nsam no wo de bo ne video no mame bo mame
ba ware kra na ba be gira na pose hira na wedding ring bi enkuta wa yi be hira so anya force samo ho ye aware ni say ukununi ai why on one day man pa cho ai asa that's marriage the toss be the one who manufactured the ring is not marriage me bo obidin me born for positive sake not for negative sake papa bi company bi o amo your friend ejaba rings sikara wo ko ejaba ha many problem emo mesa o tia say the fact say ejaba nso ye wedding ring ni kire say waware ye no ye more super than the okoto ni the 10 cedis forget about that you to ni bebre omo akase sem ye too much as obi aye no so ye den bi don't try to impress anybody unim do ye me wedding ring say be to na ejaba ho itone jaba me de mafuti am de ma onim enka mepe se wo be she wedding ring and board ni a mo ware basica ayi no mo bobra na mo nya sika ko monim no ene mo ni sika ni bi ene ko ye wedding ring 100 million kra ye wa wo de a so fe asabre na wo je 1500 a be se wo ware no a wo siesie ho aware no
And I never say
and any judge.
I was quite topic now. Question I see me Musa Kushiado. Topic I really want us to discuss it. Now, I'm wishing and hoping say you may receive a course and then we discuss it because AI can't cut in society. We have to deal with it.
All right.
We definitely have to discuss it. But before that, Kwagu,
Supremo.
when I saw Papa
Supremo, to say yeah, call into another way. Yeah, I say I saw for most of them are now coming out. I know more can in someone. Na yenim. And I say na ye one single and answer on their kata so man call for a yenumepi. I think now they all come to the realization that most of them say and you money be brain now or lead.
They are cause of some of the problems.
Yes, they are the cause of some of the problems.
If you are
yes, it do tell some no kind now. And kono cry the economic one. Except me could investigate giddy or ring him. Ring 15,000, 10,000.
If you can afford it, fine.
Afford, yeah, no problem.
But pressure that was what?
Why do you have to invest in it? As Supremo, I said somewhere in 2016. I'm very sure. Oh yeah.
First marriage, no.
Don't worry that. No obi. Kwa worry. Nipa na bobusia. Ano kwa worry. But baby was a worry and me modding. As at that time, I could say na grounds on go to 50,000. 2016.
But I don't know
what's what you loan to castle.
What you and when say what the loan so warrior.
Yes.
Our ready we go.
And you see,
because who buy the buff.
And he said, "And boy, and see branding on."
So, okay, so fans who mirror no answer, or cowboy me miss one uncle.
So, said the number and see branding on this school call. Yes, said the number is in this him, no girls in this him, no the type of a bar or fire, no ban level, said in this city, into nothing now pressure. According to Ghana, no pressure can no what's what the cocoa just our grounds, no cocoa J and 2016 Supreme. I'm not, and 2024 at some American. 2016. No, tia grounds on 50,000 Ghana cedis. It's any party.
Own problem.
And this 6 months of crowd, not problems of marriage. And problem name, yes, Obani Munana Sikasem, Namazi, Ubia Muna.
Every time Biano, why are you before?
Every time come no Nasa Branty. If you catch any sofubi, and answer the sofubi cry, I wear say a hand your coin number when you are coin number when it's men tuna for say, Nana, we are young. I feel start me when they say, oh, future no, Elson, meaning say, be a second war who say a button can bear for scanny raha, Nanka Yawa, and say, where you be a man Casas and Nancher. And they say no about or more cano crane or more may who said the university, and I think they're very good.
I think they're very good. I will be able to marry somebody I want to marry, but minister coming with all rings this year. Are you going to accept?
Like say beer, yen sharing beer.
Schedule.
Oh,
Supremo,
yen talk crap.
What I get a home
Supremo. We are bow shame, me catch us mentoring him our memory. But then, no crow say, Ebia Bono. Oh. If you mint tall ring now open and 1 year 5,000 mint.
Okay.
Me casa actual me dino cracho. Say me casa actual ba. Say the make a family we are. Now say oh ba no. Was I into 5,000? Crowd invest into me
because
what's that? May me no be me fetcher or me family wadene.
Okay.
So me sa correct for.
Okay.
Na masa akwa ene na sa akode ti akostedi e wa sa 1 year ni bi mo se 2 year. No akwa fa. Say me na 6 months kwa na so no na be boa me de be fa. But say me ma no ho pressure de de. At least the bibi on say why you feed na wie no. Oba be ya sorry dem de. You say e man so tu on. So you feed na ba ko.
Engagement na
you see you see on say stress ba.
Stress.
I could say okay.
Say, cry no there because ring no so sign action so there a dance
a symbol of marriage.
Say yeah, no cry there be but ebia in pray no me dream ring no and I say dianka ideal ebia opese wonto mame no endru ho no ma enya problem among 40 ring debia almost a ring in it a work on pomodi almost 5th anniversary 10th anniversary almost a rings near that intendo de enya problem
me my anniversary be crying chemma enche be by drew on my son me draw
yeah intendo de Any good. Yeah, the gizzard are twinching.
So.
Yeah, na yeah, we near me.
So, oh, you know what? Yeah, you know, Supremo. It's after this one baby free bar. Supremo after the one baby free bar. Obo say, Obi a started for now. No man ko for yeah, dollar for pressure. About befano.
Sir, once and also,
yes.
Kakra.
No, masa aye. A man crying so creating a memories.
Yeah, I am a
Menso ring in the show, Barnack and answer ring in the same so fit. Just as said him, Dicacano. A bono, and this a they are meant to me.
It has to be something.
Yes.
Emphasis stress, Emma. Baby, what's that? Brabo, what's that marriage? Nekada wenima. We are down here already.
Tembiana so preka.
Stress down so. Uber James,
Unis any sort of thing about a cocotiano.
But yeah, and I'm going to so brand crown answer.
That won't see me.
They were panic Canada, but it's good to for no go back correct. First now there are some churches we are dang. Why may I sorry? Why may I wear white wedding?
Also form
to you be to us and so wear my.
There will suffer
like Obia
but on the chances Sano. Who say you want so no mutu sen until Sano minim the Supremo can.
I suffer me better
on now Mumba say in your recognize him in Tennessee to us.
It will be child baby.
But say I think said they are coming.
If you are warrior and when you are warrior. But I said, yeah, Canada effect. Saying ya maybe Boma shrine and all that. But if you are warrior, I saw for any people.
Yes, oh yes, they said, don't be a man for Omamba. About a year,
Magia to my Busia, when you Magia to my yes, that's what I'm real open away, opa when yet. I let be covering on our stress man one on your stress.
Once they were Yehunia more social media with a kind of wedding nabano. I think say no sabe influence be say obi up say ne wedding with even with hashtag compa ya creating ya those kind of
na say hashtag trending kasi hashtag trending kumasi hashtag
I tap into it I tap into it
but say e might be so like expensive wedding ring said be ya egu a obekọ ton wedding ring na nya jetiri
okay na sa atakwa na ware no yes the obo de kodu kra we okay one day no mfanche o
nipa na bode kono na wo je wonche
abia waje kwaku obi so you should trans remit assassin the ono so fairly
yes sir no o ma hunu
for alternative number at all 0242285108 then is watching but in pakroma hunu em fama na direct
okay
say see na eba I'll say it failed
okay
trans remit failed to send so
and yes na on shema na
ni dini hanti we don't know
why you fairly the train ye chance na yakọ
Mr. friend be brave
ye chance na
send me message say wow send me say na ama no Mr. you send us a message on the same number on WhatsApp na you rectify infama it no Mr. Rashad 024 0549309556 that's the number it is away na a better alternative number which is manager's number 0242285108 what the Dennis Watson na more that alternative number no it's but me enter on can intimate and rectify the situation. What my biggest question my biggest question
yes
a conversation I want people to actually call in have my restart phone quick now Kwaku
Supremo
why does it seem to appear say side chick it has been normalized? Have you realized that? I say social media it's been normalized. Why does it appear say side chickism is side chickism? Why does it look to appear say side chickism is winning over marriages? Oh, what do you understand what I'm trying to say? Why does it appear say it is winning? I'm using appears because I know it's not winning over it, but social media when you walk on the TV on radio. Why does it appear say it is winning?
Supremo.
What are married people not doing right? I'm an influencer as a child check for taking charge and all that. That is the question we be most. I say, why does it appear? Say side check is normalize it. What are the husbands, the wives and the husbands? Because men are worried for baby man be so
yes.
What are they not doing right? What is going on?
Okay.
Supremo, the Ohuni. Say, young Marie, okay, was street in us. You were street in us. In the air, 10 summer, of course, was street in us. Supremo, what about when I say, name personally, the Biamacas or Unya do 2 room. Unya do 2 room. But Supremo, you were street in us, you 10 some. Okay. Supremo, him. Guess no. Guess small guess, or more Yanyoma. In Nusamana. And on angle no. Supremo, many a rubber bidding come on. Hey, I go on 10 and catch it. Or catch them say, now ye group of girls, normal university. I am no motako woman be ho, men can't, you know, say the baby, woman be ho, I am cototonioma. Now, the for 4 girls in the for no girls in Inano, they are into Sanyomano. Okay, I said, sister be ton fever. And sister, Mabundin, had you been to? Yes, or ton fever. And Kayamata, or you couldn't know better, only your honko. Or say there is a particular woman at the piano catcher say, no, we are the federal, said the Akusa home fee. Or see the Biocatcher and we are the federal, and Yase, Akusia Shaman and Hofeno. A coqua. Nakonyan day. Into no person man and Yoma. So the way can we here. Nasa no ban watch yame amount to be or perfume will be a mini be quite mefaswa. Mako raise the amount and the amano. Mako pedi amano. Any margin says aquadano. Or no wahum. Now yes settled. Or no yere. And now maybe I would dow to you to be man. I would dow Bensi no person Joe. All of us had the no bones say. Or no baba be the center of a conversation be a man no now for no niti side check and the attempt be a hey me side check no names and so now credit do the assume amount. Okay. We are no ni free wa. On say same crano. Omo pe material no man pa enwi no the aban ye hye yes ba ko ye wet. Yes ba ko ye ba ko be omo say no di nsuo e fra o say den dia wo sha na ye fefefe bone street and no de hen and na human hair no. Ana on say ade fe ye omo fe. Okay. When you say they now open Supremo, ne born 2,000, 3,000, 8,000, 10,000. Ne papa ntimi ntoma no. Onim say nya de anama mbeto ama ne no so onim. Ne bra na wo ye ni nuanom pani na omu nyina eluki up. Onim say ofre ne bra say me pani. Say de ne bra no be sie si ne no so no. It is Supremo so nya hu say eye kwaku. Ana aware. Ana kwaku ye pani born nti. Why na ade say omo guest na no be so. Na say ohon no betima ye ya. Ekwan obefa so obema kwaku ni agibia obefa so nti style a won hu bi da obey de amakwaku. Okay. Said the obekura kwaku on say makwa adwuma abre menye hia na ekwan obefa so a obema ma feel say yes me your hene e was environment ne keke no obeye wode giade. But on say ebia minim say the aware no sitie ba unya ware ebia 6 months e 1 year 2 years 3 years na fe nioma bi ye normal ebia nka ware foforo no obefia ekwan a we befa so ba bi hia o ene ekwan obefa so no be bonkomo ekwa animu no ebe normal ebukra sa anoma no enkwada esa bamu a ebra ba wa no aduane awie wa ba aduane so afi na mensa mebusa so okwa adwuma na ye den enkwara no homework ohun ye hunu how wa befa so ejo ono no be ma sa attention na ohia no tu obefia de oyiri ye bia no Supremo eno ne nka ho. Okay. And found a side chick bit me busa say adwuma ko say ba yiri musa. Okay. What I say side chick bit me busa say ono no agenda. Ono no agenda e do de gintia. Okay. When you say at the end of the day when you ha na order okọ it is at the end me no dim komo 1 hour. A side chick bit me busa say e bi kra o ma no kra mo ho ye. Like obet me busa wa de bia wo nwene ho say o so obisa but no de gina de. Nti no be mo feel say okay. Yes. Okay. E ba say wo kọ trip bi na say wo de na ekọ anase fie ntade a wo yere because say wa ware enkwada wo fie. Yes. Wo be ma no wo nua ba fie ho. Wo be ma no o ma me aba fie ho. Yes. Ono oba no ni nua ba fie no ma nti atade a ontimi nhye in their presence no me ba kusu be kire me nyoma kakra. Cleavage kakra. What I say hips kakra, thighs kakra. Supremo salad on what I say what the ni na be ma. Okay. San nyoma ni nyina no e be attract. Okay. Side chick nti bo say uhu yere na anka yiri okay pa o. Okay. Enya se wonyo okay na tade e se no ne pabo e se no. Anko okay. But enyoma akosu yi kire me no obo se no na jejem nti nyehu me yere na am crowd asem crowd makwa yi wa anka odi be hia me no. Okay. Sa. Oh. Wakwa akosu ahui. ebia oyere edi nsuo ne baba behia akosua de ebia a bottle of wine and baba behia
okay
na akosua no de jene neoma
ne niema obenyanti
de obenyanti no obego the extra mile
ni interest
obego because ebia waka cho ebia on January or the asina no say endru December there e was akwo man to civic ibi mame
okay
it will be to my yes civic no ho adwuma for 11 whole months o supremo okay ba wo yere woni o yere to won eno mani bebre nti ana ma say boys no e prioritize ayi for no side checks ana bia mo besa ba bedu fie no ebia na problem bi kura sa ho a wo yere twen wo sa no discuss ya ewe yo it's in a pressure now the free with the free adwuma mu ba no ubedru ya ono so je wo nkoda no school fees no ebia papa we belt ayi say we shoe ayi say o maame o ka che o say wa ba ma no wa maame kura problem yen pe cash kakra ne fa nkofe hu so wo how
wow o ka che o say enkohwe
wo yere ka che o say wa o maame kura yen kofi ne dan yi wo kai ne dan yen kobo so o yen kobo wo nim so wo how ba side check ni ni sa nkomo no debi now yen ko lunch na yen konko pina colada wo say the what they say
pina colada
anu ma bi obebo body a chero obo say otewa obo say boss to one penny bonny when I'm with her I feel younger what I say masa oh you feel the younger it's in the supreme me on say sa no man ni na account
why does it appear
same
question to you why does it appear like that
okay Rashad our Arabian name munsem na empempe ne bi wo ho no ma obema bi wo ho onya peace e wo fia okope peace e wo abonten
okay
because obi wo ho oye dwaman dada hwenso nani emfa wo no se de ne yere be carry ne ho obebre ne ho asiama no obekọ abonten but obi won so a almost reason best onya peace e wo fie bi oba no na otese but omware ye no ababa ye different issue altogether as anytime bia no asomdwe ni fie ho no se de kwaku ka no eye no kre wakọ abonten wakohia young girl bi ono no afi ni wasiso ahoden wo ho no ene ne krampo de wa ema simi ekra wo mo ho esiesie mo ho yie ene de wa ema ne bi nso asai no obo ho no ma se wonya ba okunu ho a ebeye den pa se okunu no bete ohun afri ne ho duty eniema ba komienu bi a obeje de akere no anaso obeye ama nani age but na ibe na mema no rebe fam ho se enipa na akofa no onju dan pempenso na wojire no ewo nti no ade ono beye no you shouldn't expect say we be the same thing because it be a difference and a generation no crampa e be we womb no and also a different because and them man on my ban they will do everything just to get your attention into no odobia and you company so the how no bet say how be cry or be more feel say obu and I say o mo weni age the ope be yama and do crampa they even introduce you to certain things be you have no idea about it. Into any time biano, ebemo weni age, ebemo obe pese, unko ne one rather than say ube kofi because obe honoma or wabonti and energy more pa essence obe kofi and when your baby girl be share one side that him say yes, bibia air koso edemano and because o kofi you know when him say peace any one but there be a make say enya idea was it to me eye normal said o yiritie biano fanisa unhu de beba ena unhu de ewo ho ena akọware no obi ho no nso a ebia unini jaya enini jai na ne obey your lie why your lie but sometimes or share treatment the side chick e dey man wo fear na se obefe na onya that treatment na ena bibi kakra bia na ne buefu but ebi no so be kind of from the other side say side chicks for so eboa because se ono be man the peace no e wa abonten no at least obefia on yes stressed and I say ni bumfu ye because after all the energy and a free fear air by internet so in a way no about affecting the fear man the fear ayede because most of the times no so nya asumdwe na obe fear ni na no nani agidada and the one so obetima kire na eniema ba ko mienu bi a ono so betim da ye futu akire ni jure and I say akire ne partner a won ne te but enya ade was say timi eka ejigina mu so ema ne beye se o be ma bia ade e was offer side check but quite to say Ghana has say particular ye wono eya ye too common say be ma bia o hono ma opese onfa oba for one chain because omo na omo de omo ko parties omo de omo ko eyie won say bia men's group bia na say bo hono ma o tim say omo ye kuo ne ade akwati say omo ko be bia obia de ne side check aba inti se nipa no kwa oni bia ase na wa tom inti by force no wakwa akofa bi omo so na omo bo premier kese e chiro to didi crumple de napkin na be power no oba hohoro wonsa ede ama oba pepa wonsa ene ufifre te okwa no obehu hu on be chiro sa ne ma we nyina ama what belong na say what feel odon ene bi mo ho nso a ni tiri mu ne na kuma mu no opese on worry too
say bema no
yes
okay
opese on worry too be no crampo ni say opese on worry too a ene ojire enkasa ahyase na bia o me da achi bia no ekoyi ana say da achi bia no huni say metimi do ba foforo aba be ka ho obete wase anase fine but enkoye to say wakwakote ahwe ebi mu tihwe side chick dom pa yes
okay
ebi nim tihwe omudoma
omojo married man onya brokia
na o ba so gu yere so
na say you ha no da hanti o hemo banda no wo che na akose no wo suka kra ro pepa na nim na
we don't watch it
na go che mo say on ebi mo so koma how on be treat wo mo no e wo mo kote hye omudom it's not fair there why you confused on hu dia wonye ne ho
okay
ono a onja ono so a on hu so on worry I become a person worry but on hu de onim say ebi no mo so aware secretly
say oba worry
ebi no my your side check ho ade secretly
okay
asho mo kawa into side check na professional one wo and then e mistress when you do mistress stage ne dia na che say we your wife ya nisa
kwagu
supremo
what you say insensan wo one insensan grass
yeah insensan yeah
na ujina the far end of it na uluki across as when you green pa
yes
and the same grass no but you say as when you green
yeah
but ucham kodru ho no ma na say abena mi jina no cry I say wo drive na wudi A2 double
yeah
wudi ha no o ha no kopa
ukodi ha
wudi ha na wo say ha no ko
enebia mi
kwagu side check is a big problem to be honest I say social media in this era they are normalizing
yes
but it should not be normalized and in all this me dey 70% of the blame 70% of the blame Emma Beman now me dey 30% of the blame Amoba 70% of the man member in there kwagu sa de na o girlfriend side check na na when you no when you because a yenema na ope no any jun meboa ye fa ne say oba o hye ne man ketenkete oba o yesi o you be you are interested in that it oba na worry no before I worry no sa ni man o ye ma unhu yi na ye interest into na worry no kwaku wa worry wi awaba and I kan no ma me be fie ho akuma be fie ho wa ho ne be fie ho things are going to change. Yes. It takes a matured man to understand that. A man time be brejija yes animal we because say onya want to we no na we tia to no hey na we say no 1 kilo hwem na when we akwata to hey 2 kilos na amawa strategy eti until say nkra na benyini kakra no oba nse na wusi nim no unyanisa it takes a matured man to understand say that na esiti na wani je ho mo worry we it take some time before it gets back to it. Some of them too, they are influenced by social media. I'm talking about me man obi eyebi obi eyebi ntino you'll be tempted to also do it because abeye no where it's you feel so when I say normal. Remember the problem I make no enya normal. Kwaku from beginning we say me can scarcing be.
Yes.
Sika wo to me. Money is very powerful. But if you don't control money, there has to be a control. Control is here. The controller has to be somewhere. It's if you don't control the money will control you.
Exactly.
As simple as that.
Sure.
There's nothing like I control the money control me, and I said one has to control the power. I was saying, "Kudi bako." Me mani bebre. Sa power no. Omu jama skana ebe mo di nkwasi asempa. You feel say sikaba. At the end of the day, me kofa buy na I can afford and take care of the person.
Okay.
Ubunzena was started in semun. Tinam de blame because obi on money oba ne start abrabo. Oni oba ne start abrabo na so oni sika. But sika na buy no. And I was starting a yes animal because when we say it is something that is happening, I can also do it.
Yes.
A major problem. And also so a one major problem. Kwa ko bi ono so a osi so no. Ni tasty pan ye ma akokofo a omo to soso. Ono de oni viase oba ni tasty de. Oba we oso wase na be two bed de o. Oba we gira ono matu say ni tu ni no funie. Ba no ni kapre. Wontimi afford it. Sisi skaba. Ti afini wa kai say me kura mi tasty di.
Yeah. Something when you're not going to do. Now, who's going to do more fried rice?
Yes. You very good. Scannaba. You could go. Yes. And we are one side of the problem. But the Japan, we always want to blame the woman. Obi abia no a ware man or mu ware wi a no ma jeje atwam o baby no ware wi jeje no atwam eye na nanom no ye ma me mo kra nyesa ye na nanom no atwam that particular focus on here o do ware ba kware chesa ye on sa wa dem ye so no eye excuse na me ma ne pe na original so I say tonton pe na aso fi akọ na from akọ no ntino o pe bibie gira so na wo de akọ. Kwako, let's come to the women no. Emma no. Like we said no, ebi so jeje omo ampa.
Oh yeah.
In as much as we are saying say men man be brave, you see that as an excuse no. A man be so yeah, I don't care. Whatever you always I don't come for you be. I say my whatever.
Our nya be, our na nam dey.
Yeah, campaign. Where one when election be some campaign. Men campaign. That is also a problem. And obabi also we disrespectful. Umuade. But opeso worry no. Nti obe humble amount. Ti worry ni we are na ehona obechiro oh minio. Mini. Yes. It can also push the men to do that. But and also the problem no. Until I say me use particular word be. Why does it appear the side checks are winning? But the fact of the matter is it's not true. Just a perception. A perception. Ya to agree. I say the say the side checks, but I can tell you on authority. Say a memo ma worry. Or more yes or no. They will be less than 30%.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
A memo ma worry or more yes or will be less than 30%. Kwaku me kasen bi chiro say. Always had a few bad ones.
Yeah.
Or more noisy. You're very noisy today. The good ones don't talk. My wife is good. My husband is good. I be catch you so good. Fast when is so. Bon kakrebi no mo enye correct. Sa ankure hunu no.
Yes.
They omo de no cover we ne de no. It's make it appear say marriage and I say aware there marriage and aware there atete nko enye no correct.
Okay.
The people who are living happily in their marriage, you know, it also snake. Those who are not.
Okay.
The percentage in the too huge. 70-30. But I'm a pankasa. A member be Kwakuna can pick phone lines 1, 2, 3 biana. Yes. That perception is that married men are doing this. Married men are doing this. You know. Today I want us to talk about it. Say, enter there are few bad ones. There are few bad ones.
Yes.
But those few bad ones are very noisy. Omo ye didi. Omo hardwin. It's no say when you connect, when you hear here, don't be pointing outside the person.
Okay.
Don't assume say because it's social media baby abefa no. You see aware for years and you know. Say oh yes na me akisu. You see then you are bringing what is not there. Be happy with yours.
Yes.
Almost almost the engine. Kakrabi.
And so Omoda su team.
Omoda su team.
Enya.
Oh, yes. Omoda su team. But the few noisy ones, no. They the day
all over the place.
The day. Akwa say. Kwaku ma so for Ghana. Omodoso pa. Kwaku met match was say so for na ogunte say so na eh so for there. Apapa na ewu no be 90%. But on be 10% no money papa.
They are all over the place.
The day. It's not say you feel say so for nine. That is how it's when it comes to marriage. That is how it is. Omo de enye no. Omo family for mo yere chi om for mo kura chi. Omo ye kakra bi. But omo de day. It is what we dey ho a. Peace asumdwi na what na ho. As simple as that. And show be there. Now the grass is always greener at the other side. Ujina one ma begin say, Charlie, hey, had the obey green, obey cow. Now my man is taking notes. Yeah. I'm taking notes. Say, we here no. Say you see na note.
Depi.
If you ask no. You see, Bema when him answer the news of Bazisa. I said, what's on was. But we down.
Debbie.
Of what?
Debbie.
I don't go down.
Maybe I'll now say sparks.
And I am going to make say sparks.
As we send Nancy catcher so that's what I feel.
I can't fall.
Sir, question the con.
Yeah, make what I say.
Material can as buzz room.
Yes, it's you was or no assistant or cano. What's that?
Yes.
Hello.
Debbie.
Hello, Apostle Abba. Apostle.
Madamba.
Apostle.
Madamba. Said that you make a minimum one here.
You know what, Apostle. Apostle.
Yeah. Maybe my quarantine. I can speak to it.
Yes.
And besides that, also, your church members, I do counseling.
Okay.
And I can speak from other people's experiences as well.
All right.
Maybe me kind of say a lot of it. Not a society. When the moral fiber of society is broken. Because don't say, you can't say this, you dear church, you can't cheer.
Yes.
Fiber of society is broken. People tend to copy wrongly.
Yeah.
Well, I say we are still okay. If anything that chances are and penny phobia. Okay, I say maybe and Koranza MPB I'm wanting to drugs man.
Yes.
Yeah, where were you at?
Yes, yeah, Kaipa.
If you can't na anka he wrong. People will say, oh, Aqua was go, or you, then you're trying to kill yourself to be like somebody like that. And more of we are copying wrongly because the moral fiber of society is broken.
Okay.
Share Yemfa Papa Kennedy Japan. Any example? Only there we know so I worry about 300, right?
Yeah, worry
but so somebody like that, baby. Somebody like that. Now he's in the limelight. He boasts of his women. He boasts of his money. And all of those things. Anti-Semitic crossing, I mean, who's somebody like that? Naturally, Obabe a role model, mommy.
Okay.
How he attained that status and family home. And all I want to be is to become like him and have as many people, women as possible.
Okay.
And I will share on one kasa he has this regard for women. The way Okasa about Emma. Because maybe no Okasa can see Florence Obinim. The way he spoke about the woman, it's what one man I was saying him. And I'm saying all these to make the point. It's a lot of the things that are going on in regards to slave queen in Yemen, and penny for na ye, and Kwano Abidi children also air copy.
Okay.
That's me number 1 point. Number 2, Yeah, worry because of I don't know about other people, but any outward appearance near the worry. Me worry, for instance, I did not marry my wife because she was the prettiest woman I knew. No. In fact, mama dating all my life. My wife, anything I can say, no crown I can fair coat and to the crown and compared to the other women I've dated. Or no so crown and can say the onion 37. But the assumption that I have with her, any assumption that I give her, no, when you look at the woman I married years ago, any the woman that she has become now, it's like night and day. Me, you know why you're firm. Sometimes when I look at her, say what do you not first only be? Say no, because of some confidence she has developed in herself, no. When you are confident, you exude beauty. I find it attractive all the time. I'm saying this to say that I am focused too much on the outward appearance. Because I know a man who way not any boobs, all of these things will sway you.
Apostle, I think say we last time we could kasa fast way home, but maybe say what account we do am so me dey kakra so. Apostle, my niema be 4 or 3 Abraham was so person worry. The major things you need to look at. Niema be 3 or 4. Just now
okay. Okay, the first thing I will do. And this thing, we are young first year, the religion crowd to in China. The first thing I would do is say, Obia, or be one abroad woman, if I call it Siena Obetie.
Okay, Nipa.
This is the number one thing.
Or respecting enough say, oh, yeah, they don't say, dear way in it, Ubejai.
Obi catch us, Akosia, the way in Jan, because I said Obejai.
Okay.
But if you have, we can't be brave. If you have somebody like that, a woman, look, maybe worry me here. One time I was talking to her, and my friend, I'm friend. Later on, me texting also. Later on, or friend, and I'm so me texting. And also, ne papa catch and say when she's driving, she should not text. Now, me year back home, she was a teenager. Okay, and I laugh for your mom, Bob, you wait my ear all day.
Yeah.
But for her to tell me, say, papa say, or drive more on text, it told me, so you'll be out with any papa.
Yeah.
Before I married her, Miss Sophocles said, look, this lady, when you marry her, you will be fine. Because if something happens and talk to her, she will listen. That was it for me. Okay. And without even going at length to explain too much, if the person has somebody in their life that they listen to, whether or your partner, that is the right person to marry. Now, for the localized electron, yeah, free range, I agree, free range and cocoa, yeah. She on free range and cocoa better than never walk cannons and never walk can and never be the boy born in a sample for ya. Those people will crank it. It doesn't matter the amount of prayer you pray. It doesn't matter the tongues you speak. That our real would not work. I've been in that become the experience, Chairman. I married a woman. I took her to England. Do you understand? Me say this woman. I told you guys the other day. I don't even want to repeat it.
Yeah, last time you told us.
Oh, and he said, "Oh yeah, Obia, your friends will be kasa change. Hey, the way I would dress in the men dresses are." And she listens. That's it. You are done. So we're Christian, or you're Muslim, or you're Hawaiian, that is a good person to marry. I don't even want to go into a long list of other things. This is the number one key. This is it. This is it. If the woman listens to somebody and she has somebody in their lives that she listens to, whether or in a sofu or any imam or any papa or any bush opinion or any whatever, that's all you need. That's it. You don't need anything else.
Wow. Apostle Yadasi. Bye-bye. Kwaku.
Supremo.
Apostle baby isua bibi.
Yes.
Apostle baby isua
bibi. Oni edi nkomo.
And number yesua bibi.
Yes.
Unse marriage no. Me ne wa kasa issue da.
Yes.
People tends to reason they were no. And it too flimsy. It's in a gua at the full yet me go away.
Yes.
Because reason they were no. Last time now I make a say love is very big. Who's a love grows? Love grows, love diminishes. Love here a constant changing AB.
Okay.
What I say? But let's look at other things. A submissive person. You can't submissive now be breaking and say your banum go. Now Obama was Susa Kahuro and carry a wunty. The carry a wunty and yes, submissive, it goes both ways. Young can't be yes, Obama won't face good.
Yes.
When your Obama won't face is good. But I don't want be idea with Jinaswa. What's our officer?
Yes.
When you okay,
Obit me one and a half fast.
Coachy. Guess none of one year from Jesus. Say, I won't.
Or my heavy.
Or one Jesus, not one year.
Or my heavy.
Say,
or money and kind of one count.
Or one against one year. Fed your mind. You see how it is.
Capability maintaining.
Yeah.
Stage beyond a bar. I
won't fair at that moment. No one's an offer. Does it mean, say, or Warren or war? Is she going to be the same? And obesessa. It's right now. Who factor the core and say no warfare. Now say, and you know, what do you do? Obviously, you're going to look outside.
Yes.
Because I don't know motivating factor, and you don't see it.
Yeah.
What I say, Apostle ask more kind of the pa. Sometimes, member be brief Felicia, so when you can't say no THS usuru. Your problem, no.
I saw you too leg.
Yes, the brief problem, no. But being one of my, or you be no better for bonita.
Okay.
Your babron samo, your baby bron samo.
Yan kasi bini hosa.
Yan kasi bini ho. But baby no no ma on pewi. What I say? Or say on them two for say me more futu. Oh yeah, Debbie. It's most of the time. What is the way? Bema wadam for an na ma we time I want on that to asem.
Yes.
She or girl be a honor ma we serious and no na say wadam for particular be wadam for na media. Mempenasemo, Madame Fee, dear, made a trumfino, as we be. Say any panel on a title to a money.
Okay.
Some for or do be Munya Sims here. It's or bad do one a foot to remember your problem, you 3 or 4. I am not adding. Adding will be taking. But 2 tickets for one of a wall.
Yes.
Let's look beyond, let's look beyond the whole faith. If we look beyond that perception about way for a bit free.
Sure.
Because yes, no one is good. And I'm offending cross any.
Okay.
About one thing.
Yes.
One says about on the 20s and I want to different from what 30s.
30s, yes.
Or 30s and I want to different from so on 40s.
Yes. 40s no so they want to different because
what you say? It's on what are you basing to say small girl no one first name here. Because 70% of the problem is always with the men. 30% the women.
Yeah.
It's a man yesterday. And I repeat, it's a perception.
Yeah.
A pure perception.
Yeah.
It is something they do, something they say. So for kind, you can't answer seminar. Oh, na say we cry be. Na say we cry be. Na we cry be no. Now to our dreams, oh, normal, a perception. Morning,
sure.
Energy and all. What is one of the most beautiful things I know here? No, Matifina, Ebia, Mudim, Como, TV, boom.
Effort, no beer or beer healthy and effort.
But there's nothing on the street, though. Boys, street is also the renewal.
Street is also the got information.
Omunjako, come here no more.
And they say they're doing their some years.
Kwaku Diana or Sunday Amano, Warri Sunday.
Yatin
count.
Very well.
But unfortunately, Nidin count.
The budget for dinner mine.
Yes.
Oh, share.
Obi also when you're comfortable with it. But
the for dinner WhatsApp here.
Yes. But so when you're comfortable with it, we will still going to thank you. Tell you say
God bless you.
Now on phone free adumo and kwadumo. God bless you so much. Baby, you free biano. One share home. Baby, you free biano. One share home. Uzafo yeguso yadi yejeje kakra. Ketu bi enso. Na Crow ye pon. Crow na me pon. Me
Rashad.
Crow me pon.
Matthias, but who's all point? Yeah, but the program no current management you me ampa. Me ba mo who's more car warrior who asem.
Aye.
But before that, no. Supremo. Supremo uno. I'm on fair. So wait.
Although you will hear announce
all right, growing up. Oh, women chambers, women pack a caron. Me would you may, what a women chambers. Women chambers.
It's okay, yes.
Grow light in your crowd.
Grow
light in your crowd. Hello, Crow.
Is that clear?
I am a fan, sir.
Yes, Rashad.
Eh.
Okay. Oh, but I'm the one. I don't know if you can try my backside. But say okay, guys.
Aye.
Me say. Now me mama me say me no really hope you me say the star for my eye. Star man say me.
Go. Mama answer Monday, Monday, Mama answer.
Monday, sao who says the be our now when Tema say what I said, that's a person or come back. So the end of the so treachery, you day, Muna, if you are a person of fire, you back and I could be and also see that. Whole technique I never come back.
Monday. I didn't know okay, but Monday, Mama answer. I was for good here. Answer never sorry. Now me kai adofone ashefo say your movie na the BIA can wasem na Kwame Nkrumah the first ever Lewin series no Babontain YouTube say opebia share Coda Media Films movie na fe kwayon can say born home day Branty we good kwayon no wasre
yes
no wasre pa
papa
intino Osisi fiani bi na oto no. Osisi fiani bi. Etino abusafo na me kai mo se Coda Media Films. Yanko na aya yan you so ukwohwe movie na subscribe. If you want to fie no wani ha I want you to follow the series no. See am no ka say Friday ba kwa ba betum. Enjoy it. Coda ukoso subscribe. Abuja eguso kai mo ukwa subscribe. Kwagu
Supremo na menso make kai ahwefo ne adofo nyina se ope team amoma ba betwa o wedding e dey amount engagement any event bia eye abadin to obi bia o pese ye ba ne ye be document ye betwa e ma ne ye kama video photography said the open bia no me pa cho contact GhPage Media Photography na ye nhwe ne ye adwuma ne kama enfama e bi nso kra na event bia eye adwuma mo ye mo pese mo live streaming said the mo penny bia ye be ye dey amamo
said mo si pen na
said the mo pen na your equipment kama pa ye dey be ye dey amamo numbers in the good screen so 0242 285108 Samsung na betima reaching 0245 475186.
All right. Eti abusafo dia kana de yeja kasamu no.
Yes.
E de amakosia.
Yes.
Awozia. Yeja bibia de ashonsa. Abuja yebeshia.
With us Coda Herbal Tea, tea Coda Group Ediaba, Natino, you want hodo bebre, you chronic headache tea, or hodom, wow tea, ya, and as a migraine, also, when you Coda Herbal Tea, needing now no ma, ever bob ye palm, a biomunson and saying ye near ye de, yin swayenum. Pinana chemicals and ashimuma. Amen, Yarabia, your body, and not just say we am a show. ne nyinaa ɛna aba ewiase mu ha sei wonya koda herbal tea ni bi na no ma ɛbɛboa ya wo de bɛbɔ kidneys ho ban o liver ho ban o lungs ɛna respiratory system na de wo de be clean ne body ne nyinaa ɛde ama o kama bo ho no ma fat adults ho ne nipaduanim wonya koda herbal tea ni bi ɛbɛbɔ bo ho a wo de smoke anase wo yenwusie ho adwuma ne nyinaa no wonya tea bi a ɛbɛboa wo yie pam wo pɛ bi ato na wo abrochira benya bi ato ɛwɔ eBay na de da wo ho ɛne sɛ ye promotion 50% any at the free original price na so de more 50 Ghana cedis e wo bibia na koda group benya omoti biato wo kumase a edumpoko trading e bi e ho no medoso ankasa sanso na call airport runabout shell ho no na benya bi ato akran so okọ legon golf filling station e bi e ho no sanso da akoma golf filling station no benya bi e na bacho na total spenters e ho so benya koda herbal tea ni bi ato wetima follow me wo Instagram Facebook and our TikTok Koda group na intremu bi ohonoma na se bibi ohobia no watumi ne Koda group for Edinsa wo so na tino da bia meka se enipa bia wudidi na wono monko ade a make sure se wobenya bi ato e wo fe na Christmas hamper wo ye bia no betumi aye na de Koda herbal tea ni bia hyem se da be ya obenom na abo ho ban entena ma yare bi emechew entena ma yare bi enku abra Koda herbal tea betumi abo aso ano tino pe bi to na nonom na wapomde ho nsem enko animu enfamom Pedento Spiritual and Herbal Center, Eban Hum Samudia, and your mo and Kasa, location no, wo nyanya ho fifi, na se a year our room nsem, our dream one tia singing in a year nisio, wetimi de akohonum, obi asika sem, sika intimate na nsem, why ye juma, uye juma, they will be a home, now so a near dance and reflected because sika ne ba sana eshe, obe some you shall be shebremu, who dear cosne dear ba, and I say be audition be at what you want to tell person friend soon nani ni nkoma betimi akọ Pedento Spiritual and Herbal Center na wonya kọ ho no ma o problem bi ehunhu masem no wobenya ho solution e wo ho for mo numbers na frɛ na ne mu eninsa wo so na nkoma bi aka etire no watimi ne mu edim Anasbo Enterprise ban into the creation a betimi afọ mo numbers na wafrɛ wo mo we hear POP cylinder beba no be designer e de amount say ye designer for AC and light and shimani na no de ho dwom base POP fiber any POP cement e no be chana ne bo no so de form boko na Nasboy de na adwuma ho tepa we ye ne ye onyomo be POP ama wa 6 months 1 year na ebu aguni bi oyema wa oye na febo na POP no e wo ho no e de ma betumi afre numbers e go screen so now ne Nasboy e di enkomo Aslan Fashion School se opese yen show e kwan be fa so be pamade na wo hu ni ye within 6 months 1 year and as 2 years no be master ye show ama wo hu pa dia e Aslan Fashion School na midi hu adan se dem wo we junior high school wo we senior high school and so we adwuma de bia meka sensa no dwuma ya ade a obi ntumi nyem free wonsem anytime bia no betim da ye adwuma edidi hu enti wo penim poso betu kwan kwa ma no ne da ache bia sabre ya no pensa no dwuma bi esua na nya de pam kwa ne be chewa Aslan Fashion School, a bachelor bead making, a bachelor decoration, a bachelor a tie and dye, batik making in a bachelor Aslan Fashion School, where a model person modeling career and enquiry Emma was to me aqua forms our Aslan Fashion School location no our Quadaso Methodist Retreat Center, but to me from Nano Mu Edin Sawaswam, na Bibia person goes on honum no, or to me at show and Mohuni from numbers no, Nano Mu Edin Sawaswam. Best do door-to-door shipping so UK now here near be and I saw never be ever Ghana or reliable shipping company on shipping mano easiest way on sabe come by air and as here a best do door-to-door shipping and I'm making more than said them also or Majima Hote or Monche I child 2 weeks per now on Saka near my ever gun has say or gun has in a Christmas see by unya near be our UK was to me at a list and more now the upper be a number 2 millions so much pay at the abroad open sure we pay my friend on my number say good screen so now new Eddie and Komo Kwaku.
Akusua, and Friday, a hundred debes na answer near Bacono.
Happy weekend.
Yes. Thank God it's Friday. But answer near Bacono. Na ye kai a refor and you be a say, I want to moon some say, opposite or can was someone number at the screen as soon as 0593022 5576 0593022 5576. 0800-555-3376. WhatsApp here na you know and make a date na also come and answer can wasem or akwantu munsem so said when na akwantu munsem de ka no bia just so bia ebeka na asem nti ha ana edi dwumadi ebesi supremo ana edi dwumadi ebre sa nso na manager Kobi nso na produce dwumadi e man ye kama Dave ene Christopher nso Hanky nso boama bibia e kama yenim se dwumadi ne ekoso na nso akosua ebakoye no so boama bibia e kama medin e de Ken Asu-B vouloir c'est pouvoir.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to the Big Mama Cooking
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Akosia.
There you have it, people. Lazy tomato mix makes for tasty and delicious. The secret to this winning meal, be it your abe, in cotton coin, in crack, wukontomre, wujollof, diani bia ube here tomato mix no. Kaise, Lazy Tomato Mix makes food delicious.
Can we eat?
Lazy Tomato Mix, your family, our passion.
This advert is FDA approved.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Mama Cooking Show.
Smoking and inhaling of smoke is deadly. It is an addiction that is becoming a norm in society that we have to pay attention to. Can we watch unconcerned? Smoking is the leading cause of preventable death, recording about 1 in 5 deaths annually, or 1,300 deaths every day. On average, smokers die 10 years earlier than non-smokers. The general awareness about quitting smoking is not promoted enough. Now, let's introduce Coda Herbal Tea to help crack down this mess. Drink Coda Herbal Tea each time you smoke to help maintain strong and healthy lungs and also prevent smoking-related illnesses. Spread the word, save a life.
For inquiries, contact us on Facebook, Coda Group, Instagram, Coda_Group.
Yɛfɛm na kwame me taxi driver na enkane na misisi so misisi na kame na to na twetwe binya 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa
that's a miracle bi wadro no just mafu no kra se die sia twimi ankasa me humi esi so se me humi ana esi so obeka se die bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal mi bi ne kunu mi ti pa me sa 3 days ni na edo na ankasa de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi che ma yi bi nya sam ketwa ana se we de me fro aka so na me fa hye me nkwa no
me de abe fa 3 years ni ana asem gina ho a me na mu se shinya se me kwa me bia me ko bia mu se mo tmedru aba 6 years ni o sema bia me ye ma je se ne me jaina saya le na nku me preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni sema me kase yankupo no yam se ende ya me no kase me ho atom ya me din wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e wo 024 89 288 24 and 020